YouTube. Hi YouTube, how you doing? I hope you're doing well. I hope you're practicing that self-care. Hey, we're about to just jump right into Oshi no code. There's no like stop or lag or any of that. I will be stopping, I will be talking about it, I will be analyzing. Remember, my job at the end of the day is not to make predictions because I'm not a psychic or a wizard. I'm a psychologist, right? And at the end of the day, my whole ideal is to study behavior and the mind. Another thing I will go ahead and say is, hey, watch out with other people out there, especially if you're doing live assessments on here, like a suicide risk assessment or anything like that. I Suicide risk assessments and anything like that can be a little tricky. You know, I've seen other people out there in the medium, you know, that may not be professionals in the actual field, do certain things. So watch out in that regard. Remember, take it from a validated source. Make sure that they're showing sources. Make sure that they're talking about it. It should be theories and whatnot, not so much how to go ahead and ace, you know, a DTS, DTO thing like that. Hey, and I'm ready. I'm ready, guys. I am so ready. Ladies and gentlemen, I appreciate y'all for being here. When this video comes out, guys, if you guys can hit that like button, subscribe, literally, or help out, like if you can contribute in any way, shape, or form. We have a Ko-Fi, a throne. We're trying to go ahead and better our streams every single day. Ladies and gentlemen, I appreciate y'all, each and every single one of you guys. With that being said, Aqua, guys, go follow Aqua HGG, by the way, LPGWV. Let's go into it. Shall we do an opening analysis? Hold on, I gotta shake it off. I'm too fucking hyped. I gotta shake it off, otherwise my mind is not gonna... otherwise my mind is not gonna, like... I had a long day of sessions, guys. I have a long day of sessions. Oh, God. All right. Okay, here we go again. Avi. Schoolcock takes... Oh, Silver Kyrie, thanks so much for the sub. I appreciate it. You're an absolute goat. Anyways, with that being said, let's jump straight into it. Hold on. It's got to be higher than that. I know. There's some people on YouTube already. I can hear it. I can hear it. Guys. Guys, it's okay. On YouTube, you have the skip button. I promise you. I promise you, on YouTube, you have the skip button. Anyway. There's something about this that, like, looking at it through... In case you guys don't know, currently I'm doing my PsyD, otherwise known as my doctorate, and we're actually relating over even like organizational dynamics in psychology, right? Why we phrase ourselves the way that we phrase ourselves. And even in this intro, I'm already starting to find something I find interesting. So I'll go ahead and replay. I'm going to lower down the music just a little bit, which is the positioning as to who comes in first, right? Which is Aqua, Ruby, Kana, Mem, and then Akane. The positioning in that we often introduce ourselves, and I'm not even going to talk about like the Japanese or like the Eastern way of introductions when it comes to presenting one of like ourselves in a social setting or in a global aspect like that. I'm just talking about the way that we go ahead and relate ourselves to power dynamics. You guys can look this up by yourselves. This is quite literally nonverbal communication, social psychology, and power dynamics. When it comes to something like this, why do I get the feeling the way that it is introduced, the order that this is introduced already is Aqua, Ruby, Kana, Mem, Akane, right? Do you guys know about like animal behavior in certain cases? Which is usually like, and this was like a big theory like long ago, which is the people in the back of the pack are the most observant, right? They're always observing what's happening. And I wonder, and I'm writing this down right now as we're going through this, right? Which is Aqua's style of leadership inside of this power dynamic that we've already been seeing. What is it? If we were to go ahead and just talk about the way that he has presented so far, right? As an individual, as like trying to go ahead and lead people and get his needs met. What is it, ladies and gentlemen? So far, I can go ahead and say that it's situationally based, right? He has a situational leadership style based on, he essentially starts molding himself based on the situation in order to get his best needs met. And this has been according to what happened. And it might not be because he's malicious and we should perform. No, I'm just talking about the leadership style that he presents. We also have Kana, right? Who can, like, obviously needs protection. If you want me to be honest, Kana and probably Ruby need to be protected. Akana needs to be protected. All the girls need to fuck. Oh, Mami Miyako needs to be. I'm scared for Mami Miyako. Sorry. Yeah, they all need to be protected. But anyway, specifically what I'm getting at is when it comes down to this, we have this introduction of Aqua. Imagine these people coming into a room. It's Aqua and Ruby, followed by Kana, long pause, Mem, longer pause, Akane. What does that signify for you, ladies and gentlemen? For me, this automatically signifies, and I'm actually genuinely wondering this about this opening. Are we only is Aqua not the main character? This might be fucking weird. I know. I really know. But it makes me wonder if we're gonna have like a shift, a paradigm shift at some point, in which it might shift over to Ruby's perspective or something. Granted, Aqua might still be important throughout this whole thing, but just the fact that, like, the speed that this is introduced to, right? And also just the fact that this is their stories, right? We have Aqua, right? One, two, and it's automatically into Kana. So is this the story of them three? Followed by Mem, longer pause, followed by Akane. And I wonder if Akane is sort of the smoking gun in this. Well, multi-protagonist. They're twins after all. Yeah. But I wonder if Akane, right? Because Akane is the observant type. And that's one of the big aspects that we have is if we're going to go ahead and use sort of the organizational and the leadership psychology aspect of this, for hers a lot more observational based on the fact as to what we've seen. She was able to go ahead and break down. By the way, I need to address this. There are some people in the comments that saying there's no psychology in this show. They're like, oh, Ed, you can take out your little one. There's no psychology in this show. There's no psychology in anime. None of the fuck? Dude, there's psychology in everything you do. Guess what? You got up, you made yourself breakfast, but you straggled a little bit. You straggling and struggling a little bit is an aspect of psychology. It's the behaviors and the mind and the whys and all of that. Yes, ladies and gentlemen. And when people say, hey, there's no psychology in fucking anime, pisses me the fuck off, because you guys are just downplaying the importance of a show and the medium to what it can be for people, right? Yeah. Off-screen owl. And thanks so much for the subs. I appreciate it. You guys are absolutely wonderful. Thank you. Xandio, thanks so much for the 5 subs. No, but it's the thing is, there's so much people that come in and downplay the importance of anime and Oshinoko and ReZero and Moshiko Tensei and all of these shows, and they're like, oh, it's just this show. The moment that we put down another show is the moment that we start dragging down the whole medium and we start tribalism, and we shouldn't do that. We can say, oh, I don't like that show, right? But the moment we're like, oh no, that show doesn't have anything going for it, it's trash, it doesn't have any psychology, it's rough. Like, we relate to these characters, we grow through these characters, we understand life through some of these characters. Oof. Psychology is in one's daily life and everything. Absolutely, Angela Onion, absolutely. And that's a big aspect through that. But there can be wrong psychology, like a character reacting. Of course, well, there can be that's situationally based. But at the same time, Guardian, even us as humans, we sometimes react in opposite ways than we're supposed to, right? And that's just due to our schemas, through our stigmas, through everything out there. Anyways, with that being said, one aspect that I'm wondering is the introduction of the timing of these characters. Aqua, Ruby, Akana, 3, 4, Mem, 3, 4, 6. Even the odd timing for Akane. Is Akane the smoking gun for Aqua? Is Akane the overseer of these dynamics in this relationships here? Is Akane gonna be the one individual just because of the odd timing? If we were to time this, 1, 2, 3. Hold on. Gotta start it back up. Hold on. 2 3 4 2 2 3 4 3 2 3 4 4 2 3 4 5 2 3 4 6 2 3 4. Okay, she lasts a whole nother measure. She literally lasts a whole nother measure in introduction compared to all the other characters. Mem, I feel, is like the character that can go ahead and shift the dynamical presence there. Meanwhile, Akane is like literally, yeah, the overseer, right? It might not even be the overseer, but it might be like the one that tries to salvage everything, as opposed to Ruby or someone else trying to go ahead and be like the glue. Yeah, it catches your eye. It really does. Anyway, let's go ahead and continue. Otherwise, we're going to stay in here and I might just start explaining like concepts of eyes and how sometimes, for example, this show might just all be about perspective, right? Considering that, fuck, hold on. Something just came to me. I'm sorry. It just came all over me and like, not like the fuck. It just came in my mind. That sounds worse. The idea came. Okay, the idea got to me. Hold on. Fuck. Hold on. Okay. I'm so sorry. Hold on. Oh God. Okay. Perfect. Here we go. Here we go. All right, we're back. Sorry about that. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I want you to go ahead and pay attention to this, right? In aspects of social psychology, and even in aspects of body language, right? Because you get introduced, especially in your higher level courses, it just depends as to what you're taking. Master's level therapists, not a lot of them get an introduction to nonverbal communication, specifically to do with eye settings and whatnot, right? And a big aspect through this is what we'd go ahead and do with our eyes and even our understanding of this. So, one aspect that I'm trying to go ahead and wrap my mind around through this is we're going to go ahead and take a look at this, right? Yeah, this is actually really useful. And this is just an aspect of nonverbal communication whenever it comes to eyesight. We're not even talking about the body language blocking each other off and how we communicate in that way. Granted, I will state this is all like cultural differences do come into play, right? I will always state that because there's some people that try and say, well, what about cultural differences? No, absolutely, cultural differences can come into play. But why don't we go ahead and take a look at that with this perspective, yeah, ladies and gentlemen? Let's go ahead and try that real quick. Faked this if you're aware. If you are extremely aware. Like, this is something that you have to be so aware of. Hold on, you guys ready? Okay, first, where's he looking? Probably to the right, right? Okay, let's pull this up, ladies and gentlemen. Right or left? Right or left, ladies and gentlemen? Right or left? Where is he going, ladies and gentlemen? When he looked, was it left or was it right? Because if it was right, it means that this is him trying to go ahead and construct his words. It means that he's already thinking about how to go ahead and start formulating sounds and words and what's coming through. Otherwise known as the gift of the silver tongue. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, are we going to have a full deconstruction, a full like auditory memory, recalling something, synthesizing it, right, bringing it together in our head, and trying to go ahead and find out how to construct the right words as to what may come through this. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, are we about to... or we're about to go hard. Hold on. Next one. I didn't even think about this until right now. That's why I told you. Just like the idea just came floating into me. That sounds even worse. I'm gonna stop using that word altogether. All right, next one. Hers is the other way. Ooh, hold on. Papi Chulo, hold on. Let me pull this up. She goes the opposite way. She literally goes the opposite way. Hey, yo, nah. Keep using it. Ed, you have... The words are fine until you make it weird. Okay, I'm glad. So, she goes the opposite way, right? Whereas Aqua went from left to right, it seems as though she's just going... Hold on, I should actually just throw this up. Just throw it up like that. There we go. I'm just trying to see. To her left. So she's recalling an audible memory off of that. So my thing is, this is quite literally this is, ooh, okay, this might sound really fucking weird, and I know I'm gonna state this, right? This might sound really, 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 really weird. Lower left. If it's lower left, yeah, then we're like, this is the whole thing. If it's lower left, then it's an emotional memory and feeling that they're saying it. But this is gonna sound really weird. But I wonder if both of them, and this is like quite literally what we get, which is their separate perceptions of I, right? One of them might be recalling like, you know, the construction of sounds and words and using visual images and symbols, like this side of the area. Let me take off this thing. This side of the area to construct their version of I, and the other one is using this side of the area to construct their version of I, based on the memories that she remembers, the external and internal memories, while the other one is a lot more cemented on the construction and the symbols that I meant to him. Behind the door versus seeing it. Oh, why is this getting worse? The more that I think about it. Emotional memory and body sensation recall. Aqua was there, ladies and gentlemen. Wait, hold on. Aqua was there, hugging, or like, you know, like I was hugging Aqua throughout this, right? So he has the aspect to go ahead and construct this, right? Which is the emotional memory and body sense, right? The constructions of the sounds and words that are being sent there. All of this. Meanwhile, yeah, feeling all of that. Meanwhile, Ruby, on the other hand, only has the auditory memory of it because she did not see it. The emotional memories and feelings attached to it, maybe even some external memories of being heard. Bruh. If that ain't fire, I don't know what is, but that is some pretty good that is some pretty good stuff. That's all I gotta say. Even for me, I'm like, okay, we're just doing the opening. I can't believe we're cooking. We're cooking in the opening, ladies and gentlemen. What are we doing? We're not even in the episode. Ed, what the fuck? What the fuck? All right, let's go ahead and continue. Oh, wait, she comes down center right. Down center right, ladies and gentlemen. Down, even down right if you want to go ahead and put it. Emotional memory sense and body sensation recall. Center, and then back right. Ooh, or even left. Wait, hold on. Yeah. That would be her right. Not that. Fuck. Nope, not mem. Not Queen Men. Back it up. Bam, we have him. We did Ruby. Hers is down right to full right. Okay. It's wrong if we don't do the OP. Ladies and gentlemen, if you have any questions, always feel free to ask them. So lower right all the way up to upper right? Emotional memory and body sensation recall all the way to constructions of visual images and symbols. Even this can go ahead and be, if we're going to go ahead and talk about it, ladies and gentlemen. 8th time we've dissected this, and there's more to cook with. There's a lot to cook with. So in case you guys are wondering, real quick, Ed, why do you approach this differently? It's because every single time I take a look at this opening, I'm looking at it through a different form of psychology, a different lens in our psychology books that we have, right? So, for example, master's level therapists will probably only look at it through the intervention sense, you know, and if they're only like master's level, like they're in school or they just got their degree or whatever, right? Might only look at it through like one perspective, right? Or their specialty area. I'm trying to dissect this through social psychology, organizational psychology, counseling psychology, intervention psychology, literally every single aspect out there, health and wellness, so on, criminal, so on and so forth, to try and get a better understanding of all of these questions, right? And yes, because and the more that we go through it and the more that we take our time with it, the better that we're able to go and analyze it and even try and dissect what may come. So, for example, the series is over. We just or I do have a favor, guys. Once this whole entire thing is done, if one of you guys wants to edit all the openings analysis together and throw it up, I kind of want to see how long it would be. I'm not gonna lie. Anyway, with all of this, her going from an emotional memory recall and body sensation, or even like emotional memory and feelings, all the way to construction of visual images and symbols. For me, this is a recall of maybe her journey so far, right? Which is, she's literally going through a sensation or through an opening that is quite literally how she felt being labeled. If we're going to be realistic, the genius child actor that was on the verge of falling the verge of failing, the verge of only being used as a name forevermore, to finally having hope again. Guys, guys, looking at this through that lens, ladies and gentlemen, emotional memory and sensation recall. You mean her emotional memory when what we're talking about is yeah, of baking soda. Yeah, we're talking about Kana, dude, who was quite literally in that emotional state. She knew that she was the only one that could do anything in that one. And my fear is, my genuine fear is, Aqua might hurt her because she's, from what we've seen and from what her reactions to Aqua are, she's anxiously attached to Aqua. You guys might be saying, wait, what the fuck do you mean anxiously attached? She has Aqua on a parataxic fucking distortion. You know, she put him on this pedestal and she's like, here you go, Senor Pinguino. Ay, Senor Pinguino. You know, like, you know, put him on this fucking pedestal over here. And it's like, we get it. This person was the ideal that you were going for. But what happens when this person decides to leave? He no longer wants to be on this pedestal. I am deadly, like, situationally and everything afraid for what may come, for a situation in the future if that were to happen. If Hako decides to hurt her, I'm gonna be fucking pissed. I ain't even gonna lie. That just comes from attachment theory, by the way, one of my specialties, specialty. But yeah, I'm gonna be fucking pissed if that comes to be. But yes, this might be a big reflection in that. And it's also a reflection of maybe her attachment style in this, and maybe her journey to try and go out and find a secure attachment in of herself. Anyway, let's go ahead and continue. Sorry, ladies and gentlemen. All right, next one. And she comes from upright, center down. Ooh, 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 ooh. Señorita. Or upright, yeah, upright, center down. Construction of visual images, symbols, emotional memory. Should we release a master cut? Oh, you guys are something else. So, anyways, from Mem, construction of visual images and symbols, down to center focus, down to, again, the masking. This is another aspect, at least with the nonverbal communication, nonverbal aspects that comes through, which is how much is she masking, right? How much is she masking in an aspect like this? It even feels external memory down to emotional memory, which is what is the mask that she wears. Yeah, the episode 8 reaction is right now. We just started with the opening. Sorry. How much is she masking and why? And what does that mean for her in that regards, right? Does it take a big break for her to mask? Is all of her situations, even like moments of happiness, going to be a mask until we reach down deep into her core? So if I were to ask you, and this is a genuine topic, a genuine conversation topic for all the chatters, YouTube as well. Are you happy? And some of you guys might mask. Some of you guys might be trained to mask and not take a second to reflect. Some of you guys might automatically jump in and say, yeah, of course, living the life. Whose life? Your life? Or other people's expectations? And that's a big question that I love to go ahead and ask, right? Is, are you genuinely happy? Are you living your life based on your expectations or based on the expectations of others? Because sometimes that's what we do, is we take apart other people's expectations and we place them on our own, and we wear mask. And some masking, by the way, we masking is normal, masking is healthy at times, but if we over mask and we don't know what our original self is, that's where it becomes dangerous, where we can't share our personal opinions, or can't keep up our boundaries. That's where it gets dangerous. So that's sort of where I'm wondering is, how much is Mem masking? Anyway, next one. Ooh, that would be her. Ooh, ooh, wait. Ooh, ooh. Oh, ah, ah. Ah, she moves faster than everyone. Look, look, she literally moves faster than everyone else. I just noticed this. Is her intro slow, but look. In some point in time. At some point in time, it's like you're running out of time. Is she gonna gun after one of them? If we're gonna take this just right into a perspective like that, is she gonna gun after one of them? Zawardo. Legitimately. How can you act? Well, think about it this way, right? I'm not even talking about like running out of time like physically. What I'm talking about is as a director, you have, say, they give you a minute for the opening. You decide to use 2 seconds per se for every character in their opening. You delay 1 second extra the introduction of this character and you speed up her eyes in comparison to everyone else. You make this person speed into this. Not just give them the whole analytical aspect, but you make them speed into this as though they have a purpose, they have an intent. It's like they're there and they're wanting to go ahead and like hunt someone down and they're like, mine, stop. Like she's trying to do something. And this is what's driving my mind insane. Like if I'm hearing a story and someone's like, yeah, and like I entered and this and this and that were happened, I'm like, wait a minute. Why are you telling this story this quickly in this introduction session that we're having? It's like she's on the hunt. guys, she's Predator Akane at the moment. She's on the hunt. She's trying to go ahead and like stop everyone and like get everyone and be like mine. First time catching. Hola, bienvenidos. Ciao, ¿cómo estás? Hope you're doing well, Derracos. I know. Welcome to the OP analysis. OP. I know. Welcome to the OP analysis. Ya eso me está. But that's sort of what I'm going for. Anyway, sorry. All right, I think we can turn back to this. I fear. What am I cooking? This is what I'm cooking. Remember, every shot that a director puts into a show that's going to be distributed globally, right, that people are going to watch globally, is for a purpose. Let's pay attention to this, right? For Ruby, big hit, right? We're only seeing her back. Second time she comes in. For Aqua, we don't get that. For Aqua, what we get is a character who we know what his intentions are from the very start. For Ruby, I feel like her world might be blind, and then when she comes on, she might have to turn into a Two-Face. One, which like she might literally be blind into what the world or what the audience is seeing, and then halfway through at some point in time during this season, or if there's another season, she might actually turn around and see what's going on. And she might have to put on two faces, right? One of the cute, oh yeah, like cutesy dootsy, and the other one that is a more real her. And that's where my mind is fucking scrolling at. Because all of a sudden Ruby has to develop a mask when she doesn't need to see this. Just listen to this and think about it just for a second, right? Which is, look, he comes through. The band hit, the bah, right? And so I'm starting to sound like fucking XQC with my stumbling and shit. Words, no. guys, guys. Oh god. Okay. I just noticed that. I was like, wait, why am I talking so much? Yeah, I know. Is that a chicken? Cheeto. Okay. When we're looking at all of this, right? Specifically for Aqua. The first thing that we see is like the band hit, right? The big hit. We don't see anything rare about him. In fact, we know what Aqua's gonna go ahead and tell us throughout this entirety. Look, I'm gonna go ahead and turn it off, right? Just the audio, so we can go ahead and pay attention to this. He's not moving. He has one hand in his pocket. I wonder if that's sort of like an ace on his sleeve or something. Like that's sort of the metaphor that it's going for there, right? Because if I'm talking to someone as a psychologist, the first question that pops up is, why are you guarding? What are you guarding? And in fact, how are you guarding this, right? Because it seems as though he has one in his sleeve and the other one's open. So it's kind of like that off and on. Maybe he is trying to go ahead and like trust people on one hand, but the other hand he's guarding. Because he doesn't want to fully reveal everything in there. Sorry guys, if this is you're cooking off the deep end. Yes, it's a closed off body language. But the thing is, even if it's a closed off body language, look, throughout this entire thing, he doesn't move. We know who he is, and he even acknowledges and leaves. There's nothing that should come that is like out of this world. He's telling us, the character that is being introduced, he's telling us this is me as a character. Boom. Our first introduction to Ruby is with her back. We're not seeing Ruby. Ruby is not seeing us. Ruby's in her own little world. Boom, she turns around. And all of a sudden there's the mask. You know, she and not only that, half of her is in light and half of her is in shadow. That's why I'm saying, are we going to get a different version of Ruby, ladies and gentlemen? Because clearly, Aqua did not get that introduction. Aqua was just plain stable, just looking at the audience, looking at, in a theater perspective, by the way, it's very Brechtian. Saris, hello, welcome on in. Thanks so much for the raid. I appreciate y'all. Guys, we are analyzing Oshinoko. We're still stuck in the opening. Welcome on in. Appreciate you. But yes, so Aqua coming in, right? One of the biggest things that we see is he is completely upfront. In a theater perspective, you can ask anyone at this theater, they can go and quantify this. It's very Brechtian, right? Which is, it's the acknowledgement that the audience is there. And even the music is acknowledging that there's an audience there based on the fact that there's a stage behind them. Based on the fact that if they wanted to, they could have shown this in any other way. He could have been in his room and he could have turned around and just been like, you know, like something silly. But no, they decide to put him on a stage representative of I. Now he's on there and he's not showing any emotions because we are seeing the character as he is. The good, the bad, the ugly, the gray, everything in between. So look, there's nothing different about him. But yet for Ruby is seeing the TV monitors and everything. She's not seeing what the audience is seeing. So all we're seeing is the back of Ruby. We're seeing that Ruby doesn't know what's happening. We're like, this is fucking mind-blowing, dude. The amount of attention to detail that this has is just blowing my fucking mind, right? Because look, she turns around. One of the that made me very sad when, oh, bro, what the fuck, Saris? So this is something that I'm wondering is, at some point in the future, and I will state this, guys, I am not predicting anything in the future. I'm talking about just behavioral analysis. This is something that comes in, you know, and I even asked this to some of my clients, like, for example, if they come in the session, they're just giving their backs to me. I'm like, so what part of you do you want me to acknowledge, or what part of your own world are you acknowledging? Which is a question that I would have for Ruby through this, right? She turns around, and clearly there's a secret to be had, but she's finally acknowledging the audience. And even through this, half of her is in light and half of her is in shadow. Fucking weird, guys. Sorry. That's what I'm saying is, like, I feel like we're about to see two different versions of Ruby at some point in the future, just based off of this opening. I don't know. I'm not a manga reader, whatever the wild theorists want to come in and say. Guys, I'm just using psychology. Best way to put it. I've had other people, like, you know, I've had some major content creators here with me talking about, you know, every other show out there and how we use in psychology to break down stuff, and this is important. This kind of makes me think about how naive Ruby is about the true nature of the wider world. Yeah, absolutely, Grey Wizard of Oz, dude. Absolutely. There's something for 10 minutes. So, your boy, yes. Yes. Also, Saris. Guys, can we give a shout out to Saris, please, mods? I'd appreciate it. And then she blinks her eye again with the whole half and half concept. Look. And she puts on a mask. which is, then wonders, is the eye closed the real her, or the eye open the real her? Oh, they already gave me one to me. Anyway, sorry. We'll go ahead and continue. This is another aspect that I've been thinking a lot about. And hold on. And some of my therapists, the therapists that I supervise and talk to, they mentioned this to me, which is, what if the crows are a representation of destiny and time? Right? So, for example, these are 5 characters, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, who are stuck through the lanes of time in of itself, who must deal with this harsh reality in of itself, and they must scavenge through the hardness and the cruelty that is the world around them. And I was like, ooh, hey, yo, hey, yo. On the other hand, they also kind of agreed with me. What if one of them was a betrayer? And they're like, yeah, because a group of crows is called a group of crows is called a, does anyone know? A murder. A group of crows is called a murder. And even through divine intervention, even if to say like, oh yeah, Zeus appears and is like, Aqua, I must tell you, this is your life, right? In another symbolic sense, a group of crows is called a murder. And we're clearly seeing a lot of people have to live on different masks and different lives and different everything. So what if, aside from that interpretation, what we're about to see is quite literally a plotted murder, a plotted aspect like this, where one of them might betray the whole group. And even through this, look at the opening through this, right? Aqua, Ruby, Kana, and then just like the opening, we have Mem and Akane in the background, which took longer for them to come into scene. Oof, oof. They are flying but constrained by the jungle buildings around them. Absolutely. Anyway, sorry. Alright guys, get fucking ready. Cat Jam. Throw up your ice sticks, your Doritos. Go! Fuck. Okay, that's impressive. Hold on, sorry guys, I don't mean to fucking cook. It took like all my fucking neurons. I'm about to get a nosebleed. I'm not even gonna fucking lie. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I'm about to get a fucking nosebleed here. My ears are turning red, dude. Look at that. Look at that. That's how you know, ladies and gentlemen. I'm like in Cookland. My ears are turning red. All my neurons fucking like, yeah. Oh God, okay. He's cooking himself, I know. Like I can literally feel my head just getting warmer, dude. Whoa. Okay. How do we first see Ruby in this intro, ladies and gentlemen? Yeah, I need to fucking cool down. How do we first I know I just did a whole fucking the bit on this. How do we see Ruby first in this intro? The back turned to us. Ladies and gentlemen, how do we see Ruby right now? Well, I mean, what I'm talking about is like full on. Ruby! Oh, fucking shit. I don't even know how to say this. Ruby might have been better off not knowing what the audience sees in order for her to reach and surpass the goal that her mother had set for her. Whether that's like aspecting and truly harnessing the goals and expectations of her mother, right? Then it is sort of seeing us in order for her to achieve this dream. Say, even if it's like, oh yeah, by achieving this, by surpassing your mom, you too can be a star and, you know, reincarnate in the future. Some silly thing like that. I don't know what that is. I'm not a fucking psychic. But the symbolism behind this, when she's introduced on stage, her back is originally towards us. When she faces us, all of a sudden she has to put on a mask. Now, in this situation, when her back is towards us again, it's like the star is coming down to her. So I wonder if she's going to be dragged through a living hell at some point in this, right? And this is going to be a big arc of redemption for Ruby, trying to find her way back up. It might be an arc of revenge, an arc of anger, an arc of acknowledging all the ugliness and whatnot. And until the moment that she turns her back again and doesn't care what the audience is seeing, doesn't care what's happening, and is instead shooting for her own goal, is when she's truly going to be successful, is when she's truly going to go ahead and reach the goals and expectations that Aqua could not reach, because here Aqua is only chasing the mirrors that are placed in front of him. Boom, he breaks the mirror. It's like he's in a house, like a fun house of mirrors that Aqua is chasing. And he, like, as a kid, if you ever went to the fair and you're like trying to find your way around, it's like he breaks it. He's thinking that he's trying to follow Ai's legacy, but yet all he is following is the ghosts and the smoke and mirrors that are around them that he believes is her legacy. Meanwhile, Ruby finally gets the full-on expectation and the gift as to what it truly meant for Ai when she turns her back on everyone. And if you look around this time, there's no technology around her. There are no buildings around her. There is no stage. She doesn't care what we're looking at. She does not want to turn around. She's so focused on what that thing that she's there. Sorry, guys. Yeah, it's like she's reaching enlightenment. Exactly. It's like Maslow's hierarchy of needs, dude. Sorry. Holy shit, ladies and gentlemen. In fact, even further, right? Even further than that, we can go ahead and reflect off of this, right? Which is, this is someone, like over here, that has met Maslow's hierarchy of needs, right? Aqua's not so much affected by it. He doesn't really care what happens. It is at the top, you know, like in living comfortably in the jungle, in the buildings and whatnot, feeling like, you know, there's technology, there's everything around them. They just have to wear a mask. And then this one over here, guess what? They're down to nothing again. They're down to their base form if we really want. And look, he's lost. It's like he's smoking mirrors, baby. Boom, chasing ghosts. Meanwhile, she's back at nothing and yet reaches for that. This is, my mind's fucking going wild. Sorry, guys. I just had a mini brain blast because of that, and I'm like, I wonder where this is gonna go. I wonder where this is gonna go. I wonder if this is even gonna touch on anything that I'm talking about. If it does, fucking amazing. Aka's an incredible fucking author, incredible writer. Like, this has nothing to do with me. This is just the way that this is directed, the way that this is shot, and the way that the characters have been built so far. Sarah's. Oh God, people. Oh, okay. We eating good, brochachos. You see a chick? Ooh, 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 ooh. Oh, this is sad. Hold on. Hold on. There's like a perfect frame. There's like a perfect mini frame where Aqua's face is still in the background like a ghost like looking at this. It's almost creepy, sorry. Anyways, yeah, so this thing comes down and she clasps it with both hands, sort of accepting it as a gift and maybe her soul or whatnot. Anyway, sorry. Sorry, I don't mean to cook this hard. I'm just gonna let it play. I'm just gonna let it play. Anyway. Oh man, for a second I thought the other eye had it too. I was about to be like, hey yo. Question for y'all. Okay, question for y'all, real quick. A genuine question for y'all. Does the don't answer it if it, actually don't answer it. It's just rhetorical questioning, please. No spoilers. Does the dad have star eyes? No, don't answer it. Nothing, please. No hints. No nothing. If he does, can there be other children out there as well? No one knows. No one answer, please. Do you have a star eye? I don't know. I wish I did. I wish I did. Anyway, all right, let's go. I'm gonna get some water. I think I fucking cooked a little hard there, or some soda. Holy shit, boys! Guys, I'm gonna go in my VTuber arc soon. I'm gonna. Oh, actually, yeah. My official face reveal and voice reveal will be next Sunday on the Donathon. There, expect you guys to be there. Oh god. Oof. I know. The AC is on full blast, dude. Hey yo. Hey yo. Anyway. Second in. We're 1 second in, boys. 1 second in. All right, here we go. Sorry about that. 黒川茜はそこの若きエース。徹底した役作り、与えられた役への深い考察と洞察。それらを完璧に演じきる天性のセンス。リアリティ商売する性格じゃなかったみたいだけど、役者としては天才と呼ぶしかない。Actually, I do wonder this, right? Which is even for eyes, like in the mind crawl and stuff that I did on YouTube, eyes actions in the first episode and whatnot, they all seem to be very theatrical. Like, by that I don't mean like film acting, very small details, very small movements, as opposed to eye being a little bit bigger. Could that be a big reason why Akane can go ahead and fit that? And I'm not even speculating anything past that. I'm just saying like eyes actions like like very big, very theatrical, very everything. And that's an like dramatic, yes, dramatic in that point. But it's like even in theater, right? In the theater world, which is like you have to project, your eyes and everything have to be big. That's kind of funny, but yeah, like you have to be big, you have to be animated at times, you have to sell the lie of your character to the person who bought the last seat at the very like end of the auditorium or end of the theater, wherever you're performing at. They have to be able to see you, and they have to be able to go ahead and like you and whatnot. So that's sort of an aspect that I have there, because if so, yeah, a good theater actor will be able to go and perform some of these roles to that part, really projecting herself exactly. Ah, Lexi, welcome on in. Hi, Lexi. Appreciate you being here. Welcome on in. We are psychoanalyzing Oshi no Ko. We just got done with the opening. We're a minute 39 seconds in for an hour of analysis. Guys, give a shout out to Lexi Kamari, an amazing VTuber, an amazing artist and whatnot as well. Guys, if you guys don't know me, hi, my name is Ed. I'm a psychologist. I'm currently in my doctorate program. And I love anime, I love video games, I love analyzing everything. So welcome on in, make yourselves at home, get yourself some Doritos.
徹底した役作り、与えられた役への深い考察と洞察、それらを完璧に演じきる天性のセンス。リアリティ商売する性格じゃなかったみたいだけど、役者としては天才と呼ぶしかない。
I don't like this. I don't like this one bit. I don't like this one bit. I don't like this one bit. When Aqua stutters, he's actually almost calls Akane an I in the manga. Oh, ooh. Sarah, thanks so much for the sub. I appreciate you. You're absolutely goated.
リアリティ商売する性格じゃなかったみたいだけど、役者としては天才と呼ぶしかない。
I think I'm in love, guys. I'm not even gonna lie. I think I'm in love, guys. I'm not even gonna lie. I'm not even gonna lie, boy. These girls. And changing allegiance. I'm not even gonna lie. Like, you know, I had some deep thoughts actually about this, and I'll talk about it. But one look at Akane, man, and my heart went Kokoro. One Kira, thanks so much for the sub. I appreciate it. Get in line. Dude, it's Akane at this point. She's just like me, for real, for real. Sorry. To be fair. Okay, hold on. To be fair. Ew. Oh, God. Wait, ooh. Self-realization moment here. Self-realization moment. Okay. Nah, but she's literally you. I'm like, to be fair, I've been in a situation, right, where I got into a toxic relationship, per se. That was very similar in the theater world, doing psychology and everything. This might sound silly. I swear to you, this is why I will always state this, right? Because I've fallen for this trap, and I hope Akane doesn't fall for this trap. I hope she's a smarter girl than me. I really do. I really hope Akane is a smarter girl than me. You guys want to know what I said? Yes, with Cool Ranch Tales. You guys want to know what I said? Ladies and... welcome on in! Welcome on in! I appreciate you, GGA Bueno. You guys want to know what I said to Cool Ranch? I can fix you. Not like that, of course not. I can fix you, but it was like, oh yeah, like we'll be fine. We'll work through everything together. It'll be golden, even though there were some massive red flags. This is why I will always advocate, guys, put on your own mask. If you see the red flags, run. That's why I'm like, I know Akane is smarter than me, which is why she's not like me. Anyways, sorry guys, I'm fucking done. I'm crying. Ed the Rizzler. Oh god. He did say it. Hold on, he still says it here. Akane. Oh, like he's about to. Yeah. You. Oof. There's something that comes to mind, and this might be something that slips a lot of people, but for me, it makes me wonder if we're about to see a big shift in the story, and a big shift in the way that they're interacting with one another, specifically to do with this. Look.
与えられた役への深い考察と洞察、それらを完璧に演じきる天性のセンス。リアリティ商売する性格じゃなかったみたいだけど、役者としては。
She can only be called a genius. Is the dynamic about to change? Is the dynamic about to change right here, right now? You want me to... I'm throwing this out there, right? Genius in this story is like wizard in when you guys bring it up, right? Thanks so much for the follow, Tracker6. Appreciate it. When you guys bring up like wizard, there's always like a dynamic change that starts happening in the story at present, right? But when it comes to this in particular, genius, the child genius actor, what happened? Thanks so much for the sub, GG Bueno. When when people said the child genius actor, what happened for those couple of episodes? We got it. We got the whole story of quite literally like Kana and all of that, right? While we started seeing Ruby struggle, we literally saw some of Ruby's struggles. We saw her trying to go out and try and fit in and whatnot, right? This was I forgot who called her the child genius actor, but someone called her the child genius actor. Now she's calling her an actress that can only be called a genius, right? And then Kana comes up. So now I'm wondering if we're about to see Akane come up and Kana go down. Are we about to see this dynamic shift that the moment that you acknowledge or the moment that you call someone a genius, right? The moment it's like sort of like a curse, right? The curse of calling someone a genius and or better than, we see a paradigm shift or a dynamical change that happens like that. That's sort of where my mind is, right? Because we're more than likely going to start seeing Akana start being lifted up, right? And then Kana taking a dive in. Could be respect, could be envy, could be everything. Prodigy versus genius is kind of different. Well, in the translation that I got, it said child genius, right? And that's why it's like, was a genius. Akana is a genius. That's a good translation in of itself. Anyways, all right, let's go ahead and continue. Sorry about that. I'm just looking at this. I'm like, the wording we use is very impactful, but also the state that this poor man might be is fucking shocking.
天才と呼ぶしかない。
あかね。
どうしたのアクア？幽霊とか見たような顔して。
いや。
天才と呼ぶしかない。
あかね。
どうしたのアクア？幽霊とか見たような顔して。
いや。
どうしたのアクア？幽霊とか見たような顔して。
Wow. Wow. She sure did. She sure did, ladies and gentlemen. I'm highlighting the way that she's speaking right now. Right? She figured out how to break down I's vocal patterns. A's are open, and you can even, like a heartwarmness, right? And E's are very staccato and short, which can be a symptom, right? Including even for myself, right? Oftentimes you can go ahead and find like when it comes to criminal psychology or even social demographical psychology aspects like this, the way that we speak our nuances and stuff like that, you can start figuring out aspects like this, which is interesting, right? So for example, I want you guys to say ma, ma, literally ma. Where does that resonate for you? Not Ma from Made in Abyss, but like genuinely, if you say this out loud, where does that rumble for you? If by saying that, does it resonate in the throat? Does it resonate in the chest? If it resonates in the chest, M's and N's are probably in your throat, right? Or up here in your nasal cavity. If you're doing N is up here, ma should be probably closer to your throat and down here. And if that's the case, why do we say mama or mother, mommy? Do you guys know why? In diction, you know, projection and diction in any theater class, and or even in psychology, right, when it comes to observational aspects, the ahs sounds, right, the m's, the a signs and whatnot like that, are ways that we can go ahead and open up a person. This is so fucking genius that like I'm mind blown by it, because the voice actress has to have some sort of like diction and projection or acknowledgement, or even like a study as to like how to enunciate or how to verbalize certain words like that, especially doing the A's like that and the E's like this, because you're showing the A sounds, right? Aqua, like, just listen to the aqua sound here. Hold on.
あかね。
どうしたのアクア
Aqua. Oka san, right? It's a lot closer to you. Same thing with ma. That's why I'm like, this is some next level fucking genius shit that might even be unconscious at that level, at their level. But for currently at my level, that's like, oh, 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 the way she speaks. Why? Yes, yes, yes. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. All fucking props to the voice actors and shit. Yeah.
幽霊とか見たような顔して
いや。
あかねおかえりみんな待たせてごめんねほんとだよ待ってたぞまた楽しくやろうね
なんか元気そうでよかったけどもう大丈夫なのか
え何が
Oh, big, big, big.
ああ結構盛大に燃えちゃったからね
Big. Holy
やっ
shit.
ちゃったなーとは思うけど
Was I in theater?
あれくらいよくある話でしょ
If they did
なんか雰囲気変わったユキはこういう私嫌いアクア今日は一緒にいようよ
The power dynamics are changing. The power dynamics are changing. The power dynamics are changing. Ladies and gentlemen. The power dynamics are changing. What the fuck? I know, sending her back on her own words. Dude, the way that she's stepping on in here. And people, this is not the Akane that we once knew. She is wearing the mask of I, but she is not I. Holy shit, dude. This is a revolution in power dynamics. Like, she is literally like, hold on, look at this. I command the stage. That's why she barely had any screen time in that first show. Right. But what does a good theater actor do? As a good theater performer, you have to command the stage. You have to be seen. You have to be heard. You have to go out and shoot yourself out there. You only have certain time on stage, right? So you have to at least be memorable and work within the scene. Has been completely turned on its head. Look at that.
また楽しくやろうね
なんか元気そうでよかったけど
Seek, thanks so much for the
もう大丈
follow.
夫なのか
え何が
Look at that. Look at that.
何がってそりゃ
ああ結構盛大に燃えちゃっ
Even him, my boy is too stunned to speak. My dude in the background, like.
やっちゃったなーとは思うけどあれくらいよくある話でしょあかねなんか雰囲気変わったユキはこういう私
The new me. He took all of your advice and she ran with it. No, I love the new you. I actually love the old you as well. I love all versions of you. I'm gonna be honest. I shiver at this. She has turned the power dynamics on its head and. Oh no. Evil Ed, you have anything to say about this? Well, she's now become the person that I want to keep around. If I was, hold on, chat. If I was in there and I had to go ahead and do something, right? I guess this is the prime opportunity that we were talking about earlier about stepping in and capitalizing on moments like this. Akane has now become the #1 power dynamic changer. Akane has now become this force to be reckoned with. Akane has now changed the power dynamics in her favor because all of a sudden, guess what? Everyone's looking at her. Now everyone pays attention to this new version of her. Now everyone pays attention to this. This is gonna sound fucked up, chat, but as Evil Ed, what I would do is I would do everything I can to get closer to her. I would do, even if it's taken by surprise. If I'm feeling like I'm running out of time, I would do something drastic, jump something big. People are easy to manipulate if you like if you find their patterns and their behavioral cues. And with this, why did she change is what's coming to mind. And I'm guessing she changed specifically to a version of I because there's some feelings there. Because there's some feeling there. If I was in Aqua shoes, I'd be like, I'm gonna jump on this. I'm gonna jump on this. If this is for me to seek revenge, this is what I need to do. Okay, Evil Ed, you're kind of fucking scaring me a little bit because at the end of the day, if he does that and he's overly overt about this, people are just gonna end up hating him. Yeah, people are just gonna end up hating him if he ends up doing certain situations like that. Well, this is why you do it in a way that no one can really tell. You do it in a way that seems legitimately. Yeah, but at the same time, there's other ways. For example, wouldn't it be really impactful? I mean, Evil Ed is still Ed. Yeah, true. Evil Ed, go. Bro, Johan Leibert. Thanks for the manipulation list. No, Garf, no. But when it comes to a situation like this, I think the number one thing that you need to be careful in is how much of yourself you give to others. And I'll phrase this as a question to are your mask still you? Yeah, of course. There's still a version of you, right? Talu, thanks so much for the follow. So, for example, if I were to ask you guys, have you ever given a lot of yourself to another person? And this is a genuine question as a way to go ahead and reflect on this moment. Have you ever given a lot of yourself to another person? I'll be honest, I have. Like, it could be a friend. It could be a partner. It could be a friend where like you felt like they were just draining you because you were there for them and they were venting and they were crying for you. They're crying to you, and then when you were really down and you wanted to go ahead and say something, they just were never there, or they were rarely there. It could be a parent where your parents demand so many things out of you, expectations and whatnot, and you do your best to achieve them, but the moment that you're like, Mom, Dad, Grandpa, Grandma, or whoever, can you do this for me, please? I need to go. They're like, no. If you have, how does that feel? Person, no. Job, even a job, exactly, even a job. Sometimes in a job, they you give your life to a job at times, and yet they remind you at the end you're easily replaceable, and it hurts, it sucks. The reason why I bring this up is because in an aspect like this, oftentimes when people give a lot of themselves, they think that people are going to take a liking to them. And this is all in like relationship theory and Likert theory and propinquity theories, which is when it comes to situations like this, right? How much of ourselves do we give to others? How much of ourselves do we give to others for them to like us? And this is, and I'm going to get off my soapbox real quick, but I'm going to state this right here, right now, which is, this is a safe space for everyone, right? Yes, we can disagree. In fact, people can disagree with me all the time. That's fine. I actually encourage it. That's awesome. However, coming in here and shitting on people, bringing people down, whatnot, that is not cool. I am here to try and spread it like mental health purposes and talk about anime and talk about why it needs to be introduced into psychology and why more therapists and psychologists should be on top of this and talking about anime as a medium. Why we should go ahead and start, putting more funds into understanding the kids and future generations that are coming up and using this medium as a way of reflection for them and not just relying on old antiquated aspects of it. This is why one of the big aspects for myself personally is to try and go ahead and help others who are lost currently, who may be having a hard time, and who only way of relating to people is through this show, whose only way of therapy and or of understanding themselves or of others is through watching reactions and stuff like this. How many of you guys have seen a reaction channel just to get an emotion out? I have. How many of you, it doesn't even have to be a deep reaction. It could be an emoji reactor. It could be something like that, right? Sometimes we need to see other people be sad for us to be sad. Here's the thing. Mental health is still stigmatized. Mental health is not available for everyone. Mental health costs money for people. I wish mental health was available for everyone. And this is why I'm saying, guys, if you're here to learn about yourself, if you're here to grow, this is what we're here for. We're here to go ahead and put this out there. There is no Patreon. I'm not putting this behind the paywall because I don't believe in that. I believe that all content, especially content like this that helps you feel something, that helps you enjoy, that helps you learn, that helps you grow, should be out there for you. Because at the end of the day, this right here, I did not create this. I'm adding my thoughts, I'm adding my reasoning, I'm adding mental health elements for you to be able to reflect and grow and think about. And for me, if I were to put this behind the paywall and be like, all right, guys, you get the rest of this reaction once you pay $9.99 every month for whatever, that hurts. That hurts the people that can really get a good benefit out of it and help and like grow and whatnot. That's why forever and ever, all my videos are always going to be free. They're always going to be out there. I'm not going to go ahead and paywall anything. Because I genuinely feel like this is for you guys. This is for love. This is for purposes of personal growth. And this is so that someone out there who's a kid who might be lost, who might be going through something similar that I went through, can find someone that they can relate to. A wild, fucking crazy internet wizard person out here. It can be like, you know what? I'm learning about myself. I'm learning that I'm going to be okay. I'm learning that this is totally normal. That, like, relationship dynamics are a thing. That, like, body language is a thing that I can learn. Heck, this might interest some of you guys to join psychology and research psychology methods. And you guys might even surpass me. And I really, there's a generation to come that's going to far outweigh me, far surpass me in every single sense of shape or form. And I'm applauding you guys. And everyone that graduated, congratulations recently. You guys did fucking amazing. That's why I'm throwing that out there, guys, because for me, this isn't just a show. This is a way of relating mental health concepts to everyone. This is a way of personal growth. This is a way to go ahead and like get in touch with ourselves. Anyway, sorry, I don't mean to get into that, but that's why when I look at this scenario, right? I'm glad Angel, Onion, dude, I appreciate you a ton. You're absolutely wonderful. This is why when I get into an aspect like this, right? When I'm talking about Kana like this, I'm genuinely reflecting on this moment, which is how much of herself is she given to? Is she molding to the version of, or Akane? Is she molding to the version of Aqua that Aqua wants? And is she gonna be okay when things aren't okay? And that, ladies and gentlemen, is the hot Dorito of the day. The spicy, flaming, hot Dorito of the day. Oof. Oh, guys, I'm genuinely proud of you guys. When I say that, I mean it. Anyways, let's go ahead and continue. Thank you to whoever donated to the camera. I'll check this later on in a bit once I take my little break. Why don't we go ahead and get a little bit further, ladies and gentlemen, before a break, because we have been on for an hour and 30. And we're only 2 minutes in. We're 2 minutes in. All right, let's go. Oh. She drew me in, my boy.
カメラマンですら視線を向けざるを得ない不思議な引力、まるで愛のようなカリスマ性、それが彼女にもあった。
聞いたよ、あの動画。何日も徹夜してアクアが作ってくれたって嬉しかったな。
一瞬で
やっちゃったなーとは思うけど、あれくらいよくある話でしょ。あかね、なんか雰囲気変わった？ユキはこういう私嫌い？
Whoa, whoa, whoa! She just did something genius. Hold on. So what I find interesting about Mem is she comes in and she gives that hug, right? She gives that hug and automatically disarms the situation by being nice and being genuine, right? All of these characters are genuine in their thought, and sometimes we do this even unconsciously, right? So, for example, when we mimic a character, when you're a theater actor, sometimes you mimic certain actions just randomly and, like, without even needing, right? So, look, you need to think about it. So, hold on.
なんか元気そうでよかったけど、もう大丈夫なのか？
え？何が？
Look at this.
何がって？
Addressing the crowd that was like, you know, when she used to be back here with Aqua, look at the positioning now.
そりゃ。
Now Aqua's up in front the same way that Yuki was, and now she's right next to him. In fact, she's not even happy with this position. So look at what she does. She's not happy with the position that she's in. So look at what she does. She comes through. addresses the main point of contention here. This is all subconscious work, by the way. We do this naturally without even thinking. It's not good or bad. I'm not labeling anything that way. This is just something that we do, like, naturally. Our subconscious can take over and do certain actions like this. So look, she comes through and she addresses this. She addresses this tension that is happening here by saying, do you hate the new version of me? Was there still tension with what you believed that I did or whatever? And then once she says no, she takes off and she guns for the first position. Boom, addresses the tension. Boom, rupture repair. Hey. Ara chat. Do you hate the new version of me? Ara chat. Do you hate the new version of me? You know, like, it's a rupture and repair moment from the me that you knew versus the me that I'm presenting as. And I'm challenging you to do that directly at this point in time. It's not even like, hey, chat, what do you guys think? Are you guys okay with it? No. I'm going almost immediately up here and I'm saying, hey, it's like I'm staring at you directly into the window to your souls, right? And I'm like, hey, are we good? In a non-challenging, challenging way. That is, poof, boom. I'm scared of Ara Ed. Oh, you've been a bad girl, Saris. I'm not gonna say that ever again. I just wanted to continue with that version. Hey yo. I'm kidding. Oh god. Oh, for free? The reason why I'm saying this, by the way, why you want me to say, oh, Roxy, Daddy, Mommy? No, the reason why I'm saying this, right? Oh god, way to make it in. First time coming in here, Skull. And you come into this. Welcome on in. Saris, I'm kidding. I know. Well, my Yoey's out there somewhere in the world. But with that being said, call me a bad boy. I'm begging you. I forgive you. Do you, Saris? Do you really? I see I dropped it at the right time, Erasmi. Yes. All right. With that being said, the reason why I'm acknowledging this and I'm talking about this specifically is because that rupture and repair process, that confrontation moment, guess what? Therapists do it as well. We do it all the time, right? And I shared this moment the other day where, like, for example, I'll use it in this perspective. Had a couple session a couple years ago. Couples came in. They were fighting against one another. Oh, I just want to see him all the time. He leaves for work every so often, whatnot. And they're like, yeah, she's my everything, but I have to leave. But there's infidelity that's like happening. There was reasons of infidelity, and like the partner A, she really wanted him to stay. She's like, hey, I want you to go ahead and stay. I want you to go ahead and like stay here and stay with your family. Which okay, do what you have to do, right? And they're like back and forth, and then they were trying to get me involved, right? They're trying to be like, hey, like, what do you think? Trying to go and do, like, get me in the middle of everything, right? Which is partner A, the guy, was traveling every so often because of work. Partner B, had a pregnancy, partner A and her raised a kid for a good while, so on and so forth. Everything happened. They're in therapy. They're discussing this, right? And moments of infidelity were discovered. And I'm like, okay, so why don't we go ahead and talk about this? You want some expectations being placed on this relationship. When was the last time that boundary conversations were happened, right? Because they're trying to make me decide on things. I'm like, no. Let's talk to you guys. Have you stopped cheating? Their faces. Or are you still, if you're still, like, you can have an open relationship if you guys talk to one another. But have you guys stopped cheating on one another in that case? Have you guys, is the child even his? Bro, when I tell you, you can hear a pin drop, like, it was wild. And I'm like, good. Okay, now that we got to this moment of tension, and they're like, well, yeah, like, it took them a little bit. It's like, okay, now we can go, now we're at the same level. How does that make you feel to hear the answers that they've just said, that partner A just said? Now that you hear partner A say this or partner B say this, how do you feel about this? And I went back into the rhythm of things, but sometimes you need to confront things in order to gain that dynamic back and understand what's happening. Oh, what you say? The way that you're repairing it is you're establishing that relationship again, right? Ruptures and repairs happen all the times. While listening to your analysis, one of the best things. Oh, thank you, Amelia Best Wife. Dude, Amelia Best Wi-Fi, you get all the Doritos, dude. You get all the Doritos. It's communication. And the rupture and repair process happens naturally even in our friendships, which is, oh, I thought you said something. I thought you did this. And like you guys fall apart and then you guys come back together and you communicate and you repair it. And then it's a little bit stronger than it was before. So, whew, this episode is fucking packed. Holy shit. Holy bananas.
私嫌いアクア、今日は一緒にいようよ。
うん。一瞬で持って
Look. Once that's repaired, she claims what she wants. She goes full on, you know, Predator Conid, right? She's like, she's lurking. Fucking Jurassic mode activate, right? She got the approval of everyone in there, and she goes full on Jurassic mode. And she's like, "Oh, you're mine, Aqua. We're hanging out later today." She claims what she wants, and then she positions herself in that power dynamic. So look, it happens. Winks. And then moves in front of all of them. She's now in control. She's now left this group behind, and she's now placed herself in a position of power because of this mask that she's wearing. Jurassic Akane, I'm dead. My wife. Oh, dude, this is wild. That's why when I'm looking at this, I'm like, this is a beautiful, beautiful story that they're showing without even like showcasing this. Like, and Akane gained favor. No, just simply by moving around in this like environment. She's now in front of everyone.
カメラマンですら視線を向けざるを得ない不思議な引力まるで愛のようなカリスマ性それが彼女にもあった
聞いたよあの動画何日も徹夜してアクアが作ってくれたって嬉しかったなありがとうアクア
And now she has power over Aqua. My boy Aqua about to shrimp. He about to shrimp hard. Same. Aqua, same. Honestly, fucking same. Aqua went from a position of standing to a position of sitting. That means that he felt as though the power dynamics have shifted inside of himself, even unconsciously. Have you ever talked to someone when they're standing up? You're like this. Hey, yeah. Look. Yeah. Yeah. Quite literally, the power dynamic has been set. Now he's that good little boy. Mommy's talking to him, so he sat down the way that, like, probably when I talked to him, he would listen. Bro folded. He literally sits. Yeah. It's like, good boy. Think about it. Think about it. Just think about it. He was always straight up with everyone, would match their level. The moment that she turned into he turned into a little boy again, and that power dynamic shifted for him. Teachers are standing and students are sitting. Yeah. The power of Akane. When Ed talked about if Aqua would be horny if someone just says, true! Actually, true, Pasaro. Dude, okay, yeah, I mentioned that. Hold on. Fuck you, you people that were trying to gaslight me on that one. I said, yo, Aqua might have a thing for his mom or might develop some sort of like weird attachment stuff. And y'all were like, no way. Aqua would never do that. Aqua's a genius. Aqua's smart. You sure about that? You sure about that? Cause you sure about that? Like that's all I gotta say, boys.
嬉しかったなありがとうアクアアカネがなんか変なのはもう分かったけどアクタンもなんか変じゃない確かめてみようねえアクタンそこのポーチ取って
今考え事してる自分で取って
それくらいいいじゃん取ってあげなよ
うん
No, no, nope, nope, nope. Yes, mommy, but nope. Senor Pinguino, are you glad that you did not go flying this time? My pen did. Oh. Oh no! He reverted back into a safe space. He's that kid that never grew up, dude. He, like, spiritually, he might be the grown ass old man, but mentally, he's still that kid. Oh shit, dude. Oh shit. No. No. Okay, hold on. Oh god, dude. Yeah, time froze for him. Time time literally froze for him. And he's still that kid. And he started like, yeah, he might be getting older physically. Revenge. Revenge, revenge. Mommy tells me to, mommy's here. Oh, mommy, you want Senor Pinguino? Sure. Somebody else. Ed, can you grab that Senor Pinguino for me? Fuck off, dude. I ain't grabbing shit. Akane. Ed, can you grab that? Yeah, mommy. Sure. Here you go. Aquí está, mommy. Gracias. You know, here you go. Like, my dude just reverted. And even through that, oof. Senor, I know, Senor Pinguino will be here. Mamita. I know. But that's why what I'm touching about this, now I'm getting scared. I'm getting scared even for the future. And then, oh god, I hope that they don't end up together now, because if they do, again, that's gonna hit on something that I talked about in the earlier episodes, which is like, when it comes to the relationship dynamics, especially when I said, like, if there was someone that came through as I at some point in time, would he be interested? And if he does interested, that's all I gotta say. That's all I gotta say. You know, I'd say things without saying it. Um, he's gonna be so triggered. Well, and it's not just that, because it's also like, for example, say that Akane and Aqua end up going out together or whatever, and Akane starts seeing the darker side of him, and she's like, I can fix him. Is that Akane speaking or is that I speaking? And that's where my mind goes into. If they were to date, what version of her would try and fix Aqua? Or would they could end up happy together. Why am I fucking assuming the worst? Sorry guys, I went into a dark form of thinking instead of just like a normal. Apologies, I tend to go dark with this just because I'm already seeing the progression of shit and it scares me. And immediately when I see situations and power dynamic shifts like that, what we often have is like toxicity start to flow and really dark and often like shit like that throw out. Yeah, Ed, definitely dark. Or she could make it more. Yeah, true. Absolutely. Honestly, Aqua needs therapy. And Aqua's not a bad dude. I feel like uh, if I was there, if Aqua was a real person, I would love to give Aqua therapy because I feel all these characters really do need it. Just as much as the majority of people in chat need it and the majority of us need it. You know. And that's oof. Oof.
はい。
だけなんかするのマジでアクタンああいう感じが好きなんだあかねきっちり仕上げてきたな
そんなんじゃねえ。
ほらほら好きなんかこういうあかねが好きなんか
やめろ。
Hey yo, he's sweating. My boy's sweating.
だからマジでやめろ。
Freud is fucking rolling in his grave. Freud is fucking rolling in his grave right now. Freud is... The shrimp is happening. The shrimp is happening. Bro is flabbergasted. Oh, dude, he can't keep getting away with it. Oh, no. That reaction. Oh. Freud is producing electricity at this moment. Did I? Photoshop Puffin. I predicted. Oh, wait. I think I. Oh, fuck. I had completely forgotten about it. Holy shit. Well, I'm not a wizard. Okay, hold on. I have to state this. For anything that comes through, guys, I'm not, like, my job is not to be a psychic. I'm talking about their behaviors and instances and stuff like this. I am absolutely not a wizard. I even terrify myself at times. I'm actually terrified of Akka, dude. I'm not gonna lie. I'm legit terrified of him because that means he's writing realistic characters in which turns and perspectives align them with their interests and pursuits. And this is something that was thrown out again. How can an author study psychology? They don't need to. They just need to write realistic characters who have a goal. And if they have a goal and they're going to that, they're going to go through concepts of psychology. I've been wrong a lot, as I've been wrong a lot more than I've been right. And that's a big aspect through that. No, oh God. Oh God. But Aka does study psychology. I wonder if Aka ever sees one of my videos. Dude, you're amazing. Like I can't even say this enough. Like just gold. Just absolute gold. Anyway.
の反応ガチじゃん。あかね、どうする？これガチでガチで。
Bro, that made your heart run, didn't it? The cat kept getting away with it. Bro slammed the door. Oh my God. They can't get oh, they can't oh. I'm oof. Oh, I'm sweating here, boys. Mods, can you throw up a poll, please? As soon as I go on this little break in a bit, who's best girl? Like, I'm kind of curious here because I'll read the results that I got later.
どうしたらいいのかな。あ、いつものあかねに戻っちゃった。え、あかね的にガチできたらガチで返すの？マジで付き合うルートある？ありかなしかで言ったらある。
Oh.
いやだったらもう裏でもあの感じで攻めるしかないでしょ。マジ？マジ？面白くなってきた。面白くない。
How do you say pain? I feel a lot of pain coming to I can't even fucking keep this up. I cannot bring up French Ed for a second here. I feel a lot of pain coming towards Kana now because of this sentence, the way that this is established, right? Which is this. The power dynamics have shifted, Kana. The power dynamics have shifted. Are you sure about that? My Doki Doki, my Kokoro is going Doki Doki, you know. Girl, you best pull out like the heart of the cards right now. You best pull out all 5 pieces of Exodia and be like, look, I win or something, because like I'm just over here, not pull out, guys. Like she really needs, like, what she's doing right now is we call it a defensive barrier, right, in psychology, which often happens right before a breakup or right before a big scenario like this. Guess what? If you've ever been broken up with, how many of you guys knew it was coming? I'll raise my hand. A lot of the times you can feel it. You can feel when a relationship or something is going downhill really quickly, and you know the talk is going to happen at some point, but you don't know when. So you start putting up barriers and you start distancing yourself. Oh, this is ugly. This is rough. This is so on and so forth. We do this as a defense mechanism in order to try and protect ourselves. We criticize aspects. She might be saying this just because the show might genuinely be dull for her, but considering the way that she was talking about the genius and how this is now dull, big jump. She's a genius actor, but this is dull. Okay, so I see a contradiction there. What's happening? I started trying to reach out more, actually. Yeah. Well, I mean, here's the thing. When we fear a breakup or a big scenario or something like that is happening, what do? We either try and go ahead and, like, attach ourselves, anxiously attach, be avoidant, or just be like, hey, what's going on? Let's talk about it. Or the thing that I hate the most, get a text message that says, hey, we need to talk, period. Is everything okay? Yes. Period. What do you want to talk about? How about we talk this Friday? Period. Okay? Period. Oh, the PTSD comes back. The PTSD comes back. Dude, yes, it hurts. It hurts. You might find this interesting. I just found out the whole. Oh, yeah. Pain. Yeah. Yeah. We need to talk. I get really anxious, sick, especially when people aren't open to actually being genuine about their feelings. It can be a lot. It can be an absolute lot. Anyways, let's go ahead and continue this.
見るのやめた。そもそも人の恋愛を安全圏から眺めるなんてコンセプトが悪趣味なのよね。
Did she just call us out? Hey yo. Hey yo.
面白くない。もうなんか飽きたわ。見るのやめた。そもそも人の恋愛を
Watching other people's love lives from the comfort of your home. Kana! Bad taste. Okay, well, are you gonna be okay? Are you gonna be okay? This is a concept that I bring up to couples, right? For example, if I were to automatically pair her up with Aqua, right? And say that he's doing this, and I've even brought this up in my own world. Are you okay with your partner kissing another person? Are you okay with your crush kissing another person? Are you okay with your crush holding hands with that other person and being cuddly, cuddly all in front of them? Are you okay with your partner, your potential partner, your crush or whatever, hugging another person? How does that make you feel? Yeah, reality shows are scuffed. Thanks so much for all the follow, you guys, people that came in just now. Appreciate ya. It's acting. I don't care. Yeah. And that's the case. Is sometimes even in the acting world, you have to keep up appearances for a good while, right? I've had partners that got jealous because I've done some theater shows, and in the theater shows, you have to kiss the other person, right? Or you have to be in a relationship with them, and you really get to know them, but you might not be romantically attracted to them, right? But you still you still get to know them, and they become pretty close friends, if that. But there's a lot of jealousy that might come through if people aren't able to talk about their emotions and their feelings. Sure about that.
Mama?
No. Mama, no, Ruby, not you too. No. All right, hold on. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to take a quick 1 minute break because we've been at this for 2 hours for 5 minutes of the show. Guys, I'm going to take a quick little break. I'm going to go to the restroom, hydrate, grab some for YouTube. We had a little chat in the beginning, so it might be less, but yeah. Grab some food. Almost 2 hours. It's like 1:50 something. Grab some drinks, grab some food. Come back, guys. It's gonna be like a 1 minute thing. I just gotta go pee. I'll be right back, ladies and gentlemen. I'll be right back. Hold on. I'll be right back, ladies and gentlemen.
幼年期、愛と数年一緒にいたが、俺は愛のことを。
ママ？
幼年期、愛と数年一緒にいたが、俺は愛のことを結局何一つ知ることができなかった気がする。何一つ分かってやれなかった。どこまでが嘘で、どこからが本当なのか。俺にとって愛って何なんだ？ファン、母親。
It's a duality
それ
concept.
とも。どこまでが嘘で。
I think I brought this up a long time ago.
俺にとって愛って何なんだ？ファン、母親。
Yeah, you got food.
俺にとって愛って何なんだ？ファン、
I think I brought this up a long time ago. Is she a mother or am I her fan? Or was it all a lie? You guys want me to you want me to genuinely ask what he's thinking? Because this is one aspect of it, but this is not his score schema. This is not his score schema. Hi, Norman Kiyotaka. How you doing? I hope you're doing well. Hope you're practicing that self-care. The core schema of this is not, am I her fan? It like, is she a mother to me? No. If I were to go ahead and have him as a client, we would go down this line of thing. So why does that matter? Because did she see me as a fan, or was she my mom? Why? Because I really need to know why. Because I want to know if I was loved. I think this core schema that he's trying to get at is, am I loved? Because what are two concepts that you get to when you break this down even further? Am I loved as a fan, or am I loved as her son? What type of love do I want to perceive her in? Did mom love me? That's why he turned into that good boy. What about the reverse? Does he love her? Yeah. I mean, clearly he has a section for her, right? But that's why he turned into that good boy where Akane was like, "Hey, bring me that." Okay, as long as you don't leave again, he might get desperate, honestly. And whoa, hold on. What if, right? If this is the case, what if he acts out of desperation and then he tries to justify it? What if Akane at some point in time in the future, it's like, hey, I'm leaving you, and this is his only close relation to I or whatever, right? Like she's like, hey, I no longer want to be friends or whatever, and he goes in and he just kisses her. Mommy can't leave me. I can get some good use out of you. You're mine. If you leave me, where you go? Like that type of mentality where it's the desperation aspect, the anxious attachment like comes through. It's an insecure attachment style that he has where he might be avoidant to everyone, but this is mommy. He's not gonna let go of mommy until that's not mom. This is someone else. Like that type of mentality. Hey yo. Love the cooking tag on your stream. There's a cooking tag? What the fuck? Sweet home Japan. Well, it's not just that. It's people do it all the time, dude. Like, I'm sorry, I hate to put it this way. Some of y'all at some point in time have been in a relationship where you took on, I hate to put it this way, you maybe took on some roles that weren't made for a partner, but were made more for a parent because you decided to ignore those red flags. Yes. All right, I'll wait till you guys come back from the ads. Hold on, I'll wait. Got jump scared with Gorilla again. I'll wait. This is why people trope of people marrying their mom and dad. There's a reason he specialized in gynecology. Oh, Cozen, dude. What the fuck? Yeah, I'm waiting till everyone says they're done. When there's no more ads, drop some Doritos. That way we can all proceed. No, you can call me out. It's fine. Oh, Tails, I'm here for you. I hope you know that. I don't want to call people out and make them feel rough. All right, a lot of people are sending Doritos now. Hey, looks like we're back. I think he idolizes I and literally the sentence is the word. Yeah, absolutely knocked. I believe that as well. He probably has a big idolization of I. Buffering. Ad is done. Also, you guys should check this out. If you put exclamation point raid, you guys get all of this. Anyway. No, I was being silly. Oh, okay. Are you guys ready? Set. All right, let's continue. Because this is a big duality concept, and this comes up even for you guys, right? Which is, it doesn't even have to be like, am I her fan or is she a mother to me? Break it down. For example, some of you guys, are you... For example, I hate to put it this way, are you living for yourself or are you living for the expectation of others? Are you growing, right? Or are you still that kid that's lost? Are you loved or do they love aspects of you? Are you And we can even go further. What does your ideal life look like to you? Do you genuinely feel loved? And if so, what type of love is that? These deep questions, yeah, these questions that are being thrown your way are because these are questions, probably existential questions, that can anyone love someone fully? And that's an excellent question. Can anyone love someone fully? These are questions that he's probably going through. Is he the doctor or is he this kid? And can he just not let go of being that doctor? If he was that doctor and he couldn't let go, well, then he failed. He couldn't save his mom. Even with his tiny hands, he couldn't put enough pressure to save his mom. If he's this kid, then he acknowledges the fact that, like, he couldn't do anything, right? And that the industry is rough for taking away his mother. As an adult, the same way. There's layered trauma. And even if we were to break this down into, like, a disassociative, like, way to, like, process stuff, must have been so... It really is. If we were to go ahead and say, like, you know what, it's just... He has some sort of, like, when he's thinking about himself, he doesn't really fully know what self is. A lot of us don't. At the moment, I'm for myself, but back then it's for others, but I can't tell if I'm... Okay, I'll ask this question. How many of you are afraid of being alone? I love you, Catherine. I love all of you guys. How many of you guys are afraid of genuinely being alone? So I'm not, I don't know, me. I mean, like, alone for the rest of your life. Not finding a partner or a friend or relationships that genuinely fulfill you. Like, deep down from your core, that you'll grow old and no one will care about you. That no one's going to be there for you. That you're going to be at your deathbed and no one's going to surround you. No one's going to care about your legacy or who you are as an individual. IRL or in person, or IRL or on Discord or on social media. How many of you are afraid that you'll never find the right person? That you'll never find yourselves? That even in your own little husk of a body that we call life, you don't feel fulfilled? You don't even feel comfortable with your own presence in the room? I bet that's quite a few of us. I don't know, Ed. I don't know. Oh, Angela. Oh, no. So the reason why I asked this is because there are concepts like this that we're constantly questioning ourselves, right? That we try and feel, that we try and expect and learn from. And what I'm feeling here from Aqua is, my God, this is a kid. This is a kid that's been so badly hurt that he hasn't even had time to fully understand himself. And he's growing up and he's still lost. And society hasn't said, hey, are you okay? They gave him therapy, but the therapist really didn't do shit. The therapist was like, you're fine, because Aqua could put on a mask instead of digging further. And just like many of us, where we've all been hurt, where society expects things of us, and we're cruising along through the risk and rides of life. We're going up and down, and, and some of us are cracking under the pressures. And we don't have time to heal. We don't have time to reflect. We don't have time to possibly even breathe. Some of us may have lost a parent recently. Some of us may have lost a loved one. We may have lost our job. We might feel lost. And you might be desperate. And you might be trying to find something to sustain yourself. And we still have not healed. I'm throwing this out there because it was a very sad concept I had in group therapy the other day, which was, they were like, we were talking about this, and then I went into the statistics of it, and I started talking about it. They were like, talking about how people, there's a lot of stigma and stuff, and how for them, they're like, people only see us as our diagnosis, and yet we're here and we're learning about coping skills, social skills, all of these wonderful things. But why doesn't the general population know about them? They're cracking under the, this is the concepts that we went over. People are cracking under the pressure, having road rage, yelling at one another, lost, literally disassociating in the stores, literally like the only form of connection that some of them have are through Discord or Twitch or whatever, and no one's reaching out. No one's saying, hey, are you okay? What's going on? And it's, oof. Yeah. You think you fear rejection? Well, Knock, do you fear rejecting yourself? And that's another aspect of that. And in the overall concept that we got into group therapy, which was it's good that there are services like this available where people can reflect, because a lot of the general population or population out there that doesn't have access to it probably never will. And this is why we have generational trauma, or parents or grandparents or cultures in which people are like mental health. I'll just go ahead and keep doing the same thing I've been doing and following the same trauma that I've been going under. And it hurts, man. Oof. Oof. Has been a mix of them at the same time. It got me remembering a lot. Oh, I'm sorry. Guys, I'm here for you, all of you guys. I appreciate all of you guys. I don't mean for this thing to get so deep like this, but this is a lot of the conversation that this is striking for me. And I hope that this is for a lot of you guys. This is, if it strikes a chord in you, I want you to ask yourself why. Like, if you're genuinely feeling something out of our conversations that we're having right now, ask yourself, why am I feeling this way? Is there something I need to heal from? Is there something deep rooted? And if there is, guys, if you need support, you need to yell, you need to vent. The community's here for you. There's a venting section. There's everything. Like, this is what I talk about when there's like, this is a positive community for all of that, right? I'm not gonna say, hey, I'm gonna be your therapist, because no, I can't. I'm literally way too overloaded. But I will say, if you guys need friendly advice, that's what we're here for. I care about you guys. I genuinely do. And I remember a lot of the names of people that come on and stuff. And guys, if it even takes one aspect and you're like, dude, no one's really told me this. For example, Roxy, I genuinely love you. I think you're an amazing individual, and you've been nothing but a force of positivity every single time that you've come on here. Starry Nights, dude, I love your comments, and I look forward to them every single time that like YouTube pops them up, and I remember them because I end up laughing at some of them. And you're right about the dots when you brought them up, and it means everything to actually see you come through here, right? Tails, dude, ever since day one, since you popped in here, you've been nothing but a ray of sunshine and positivity and light. And even for me, some of the cool things that popped up to me was just how funny you were and how open you were to everything. Zedric, dude, you waiting before the show even started. I was like so fucking hyped. I was pumped that there was so many people just like in the pre-chat waiting there, and it meant the world for me. Lena Cat, the fact that you were out there and every single time you've had an opportunity to chime in and open yourself up and be vulnerable on stream, it's meant the world for me. Like, quite literally, you guys being vulnerable and sharing and so on and so forth. Beetle Loco, dude, you and your jokes, when you come in here and you throw out some of the obvious statements that like I've stated in the past, and you've been funny about that. It's a good reminder, and I genuinely appreciate every single aspect of that. And literally, Blade Dragon, since day one, you've been nothing but a total help and blessing to me, and I sincerely appreciate it. And you're a genuine friend. And this goes out to everyone: Kraith, AZ, literally iRiser, Trumu, Zictor, you are literally a godsend. I hope you know that, and I appreciate the living fuck out of you. You are so amazing, and thank you so much for editing a lot of the Moshiko Tensei novels, even when other people have criticized it. Nickmere, dude, you have been a true friend like no other. We chat offline and online and all over the place, and you have literally like helped me out through some of my bad episodes and some of my aspects like that. Cough Me, Real Grin, guys, I could go on, and I just want to say I'm proud of you guys. If no one's told you that today, I love you guys. I genuinely do. And I remember a lot of our interactions together. I remember literally like even like the silliest interactions that might come to mind. And that's a big aspect that I'm trying to throw out there, is if anything, genuinely from the bottom of my heart, thank you. I love you guys. And I appreciate y'all for not just being here, because you guys could be anywhere else, but for being the you that you are. For being open to talking about this. For being a positive force, for trying to go ahead and take all of these concepts in and talk about them. Sorry, I could go on forever talking about each and every single one of you guys. But anyway. Oh, Starry Night. Oh. Dude, I care about your existence. I literally do about you. And I worry about some of you guys. When you guys stop showing up for a bit, I'm like, oh shit, I wonder how they're doing. Because you guys are like, your names pop up, you know, you guys share your stories, you guys interact, you guys make me laugh, and like, just know that like it's a safe space for you all the time here, and that's a big aspect, is I want you guys to feel comfortable with everything and everyone. Anyway, sorry.
母親それとも
気熱いと思ってたけどさ、最近のアクアカやばくない？
Oof.
茜復帰してなんか垢抜けたっていうか、可愛いよね。
The
アクアと
ships.
二人でトラブル乗り越えた強さっていうか、
The
アクア
ships.
君めっちゃ意識してるよね。可愛い。もうすぐ最終回か。もっと見たいよね。せっかく面白くなってきたのに。前のシリーズ最後キスあったし。
Oh.
やば。期待。
Oh.
有馬
Whoa. The colors, dude. She's just disassociating. She doesn't have any color, any vibrancy in her world. It's all just muddled out. Dude, that happens to me, I'll be honest, when I'm having a bad day. Like, she's literally like hearing all of this stuff and shipping, especially like if it's of your crush and others, it hurts. It hurts on another foundational level. And just look at this, dude. Oh, fuck.
せっかく面白くなってきたのに。前のシリーズ最後キスあったし。やば。期待。
Beep boop. She stands. This is powerful shit. Hold on. Hold on. Give me a second, guys. Yeah, that's my brother, guys. Apparently he broke a tooth. He bit into a chocolate. I'm sorry. I don't know what the
I'm gonna go take a shower with freaking salt before they say cancel each other.
Yeah, he broke a tooth, guys. Yeah, send me one, please. Do you have to save your brother now? No. All is good. He was just like, hey, what do I do? I broke a tooth. He's fine. He's fine. He just like never comes in, and I was like, who's opening the door? And I was like, oh shit. And then he's like, look. And like the tooth is just gone, and I'm like, wait a minute. Wait a minute. I've had, oh no. I was gonna throw away, oh no. I had a Hershey's bar. I literally had a Hershey's chocolate bar that like I was gonna throw away today. I had a chocolate bar that I was gonna throw away today because I had cleaned and it's been there for a long time. This was not me. This was not me. This was not me. This was not me, chat. This was not me. Hey, yo, he went into my kitchen. He got whatever the fuck he needed. This was not me. You did not. I was gonna throw it away. I was gonna throw it away. Oh God, evil Ed in the works. Anyway, this is a question, or this is an aspect that I was gonna touch on, right? The world stands still when these conversations are brought up. The sign is saying go. Society is moving past her once again. When she finally thought she had found the place, when she finally thought she had caught up, all of a sudden, it's Aqua, right? No, it's not poisoning. He bit into a big thing there. But boom, color comes in. All of a sudden, it's warm color. All of a sudden, she can take that step. This is oof. Oof. No, don't do that. 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 You're literally about to get her hopes up. Don't do that. Don't be like, you want to go, you want to go bowling? Let's go bowling. Let's go actually, karaoke date would be cool. Would any of you guys be down for a karaoke date? Don't be like, all right, Never, I know. Let's play basketball. Let's play baseball. Don't play anything. Just have a talk. Don't go to the arcade. Don't go go somewhere where you can talk. Don't go to the movies. Don't talk. Don't go Loverboy. Please. 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 Me and my girlfriend went to his high school choir. Hell yeah. Bakamitai, Wizard Inc. Bakamitai. No, what I'm saying, don't go Loverboy. Yeah, don't go Loverboy. So what I'm talking about specifically is propinquity moments and aspects like this. Her face just lit up like the 4th of July, right? You know, if you ever feel like a... But when I went on my karaoke date, it was a group thing. Oh no, neither can I, Terrell. I feel that. But specifically what I'm talking about is Loverboyish. In case you guys don't know, Loverboy syndrome is when someone approaches you and gets your hopes up and then demolishes it. Gets your hopes up, demolishes it, so on and so forth. That creates an insane amount of like insecure attachment. In fact, it makes it to the point where they are the only person. They want to position themselves, even unconsciously. This doesn't have to be an active symptom or actively doing this. This could just be unconscious, where the anxiety is what keeps the relationship stable and it's what keeps the relationship going. Oh man, I had a girl once do that to me. Yeah, it sucks. That's happened to me. I'm awful singer, dude. I want to see Aqua do like go for like for example. If I expect them to go to a karaoke bar and talk shit out. They should. Yep, I unconsciously done that to someone. Absolutely, absolutely. And that's the concept that I'm trying to get at here. Is these guys, these characters, so on and so forth. What I'm afraid of is what their attachment might mean, and if anything might be misconstrued. If anything at play here might be misconstrued, and they start targeting each other, or they start laying false promises. Oh, Damakuno, I will always be there for you. And Damakuno's Kokoro's going, but Daddy Ed, Papi Ed said that he'd always be there for me. And Damakuno's like, wait a minute, he's with Tails? And then I'm over here with Tails, like, Tails, no te preocupes, mija. Yo aquí estoy para ti. Todo el tiempo aquí estará para ti, you know? And like Tails is like, oh, Papi Ed just said that he'd always be here for me. Oh. And I'm like, next thing you know, I'm over there with Espy, and I'm like, Espy, don't worry about a thing. We'll hold hands and with Nat and with everyone and all of us together, you know, Coffee included, Ragakuno, Damad, and we'll all be happy. And they're like, you know, and then I go back to Damakuno. I'm like, Damakuno, don't worry about the others. The others are just, it's just for show, Damakuno. You know, the other, you're the true ride or die, Damakuno. It's just me and you versus the world, Damakuno. And then I'm like, tip of Tails, baby, Tails. You're such a good girl, Tails. You're so wonderful. Oh, Tails, don't worry about Damakuno and the others. They just don't understand our relationship. And then I go back over to the others. And it's like, wow, can you really believe that? What I'm getting at through all of this is, if you go into a cycle like this, what ends up happening is you're raising people's like emotional attachment, their propinquity, and then they're dropping them, raising it, dropping it, raising it, dropping it, right? So you're building a relationship based on anxiety. All of this can be subconscious, absolutely. People don't even recognize this. Hurt people. Straight up, hurt people. I want you guys to take that with you guys. And you don't even know how you're hurting others. And that's a big aspect. This is why you might get into arguments with your friends. This is why you might get like randomly, and they might be like, oh, you're being really mean, you're being really toxic, so on and so forth. Hurt people, even in like situations like that. English moment. I know, Cleosite, I know. Anyway. Let's continue. Aww. Oh, look at her. She's so excited.
そんなに言うならやめとく。
そうは言ってない。なんだかあんたが思い詰めた顔してるから、ちゃんと見ててあげなきゃっていう先輩心。心が天使よね、私。 で、どこ行く？ディズニー？東京タワー？
学校サボってそんな張り切った提案する度胸がやべえな。
だって制服でサボったら周りの視線気になるでしょ。着替えに帰るのも時間のロスだし、あの辺制服の人多いし、ちょうどいいかなって思って。
別にそういうんじゃなくてさ。
Where are they at? Señor Pingüino, I'm fucking sorry. Ah! Ah! Oh fuck! No! No! The Pingüino will lie, the Pingüino. Oh, okay. No, no. All of us just take a step back, and I must yeet. Brujería. No brujería ni que nada. No soy brujo. When it comes to this is terrifying. Bring him back. Make a poll. If you guys want me to bring him back, make a poll. Really? You guys are making justice for Senor Pingüino. Oh, people are saying no. People like Senor Pingüino away. But no, realistically, in a scenario like this is terrifying for me because it's like he's building, like, even unconsciously. I think he might care. He might genuinely care about Kana. He might care about Kana, but he might not know the damage that this does to her. And I'm scared. Because Aqua might actually have genuine intentions for Kana, but Kana does not even realize it. Or Kana might realize it, but like they don't even realize the danger spot that they're putting themselves in. If the poll reaches 150 yes, I'll go and pick him up. Who are the penguin betrayers? I know. Oof. Let Aqua cook. This scene is the one I wanted to reference when we had you on the podcast. Daniel, really? Because this is... Oof, is all I have to say. Is like, this is quite dangerous. I'm not too sure when to say that, so I'm just going to say, oh, that's okay. I won't get into it. But if I'm being honest, I haven't wanted... Oh, stars, dude. Well, you're important to me, dude. I hope you know that. Like, even for a lot of the people that I do get to see their comments and stuff, it means the world to me. So I'm like, I kind of want to know more about your story, dude. And if you're more than comfortable sharing it, not here, but on the Discord, like, I'm there, dude. We have a whole support section and a venting section there, dude. Like, legitimately, I'm sending you all the hugs and Doritos as well. Like, I hope that you're doing okay, man. I appreciate you being here from the bottom of my heart. And also appreciate all of your comments. Like, know that you guys are seen. You guys are definitely seen. Like, you guys are amazing. Wow. Okay, you guys are getting close, but it doesn't seem like you guys are going to reach 150. Hey, man, I know we don't know each other too much, but I hope you're doing okay. Yeah, exactly. I hope you guys are doing okay. 4 more for Senor Pingüino. But through that, Daniel, what specifically are we like reaching on here? Because that's a big, 151. Hold on. Well, that was terrifying. Oh, fuck. Okay, that was a little scary. Sorry, Senor Pingüino. That was a little terrifying, I'm not gonna lie. You know how I threw the penguin, right? I just threw him in one direction and it just sort of like blasted off, right? I have a nightstand, you know, because it goes all the way into like my actual room. This is like my office where I do like yeeted him. Must have bounced some way where like something along the walls, like way over there. And he landed perfectly in a nightstand, just staring. Oh, it showed ads again, so I muted it. Thank you for your kind words. I'll definitely join the Starry Night. No worries, man. I appreciate you. I'm super proud of you and all of that. Dude, bro, that's why I was like, Senor Pinguino, because I thought he was on the ground. I didn't think that he'd land on the nightstand. I'm terrified. Oh, shit. He's up for revenge. Oh, no. Anyway, sleep with one eye open tonight, apparently. Apparently. Oh, God. I'm terrified. Senor Pinguino's gonna hunt us down, guys. anyway, I guess the Senor Pinguino's gonna be one of the mascots of the channel, isn't he? Now that he's here, fuck.
やっぱあんた変わってる。
そうか。
そうよ。裏若き男女が学校という牢獄から逃げ出して何をするかと思えば、公園でのんきにキャッチボールだもん。わざわざグローブとボールまで買ってさ。変なの。
早く投げろよ。
Also, hold on, guys. Drop a bunch of hearts and Doritos, for Stars. Let's let him know that we care about him. Stars, I love you, man. I really do. Can't wait to actually get to talk to a lot of you guys on the Discord. Sorry, I just have to go ahead and let you know, man, from the bottom of my heart. This is to everyone in here that might be having a rough day today, or might be going through a rough time. I appreciate all of you guys. Guys, these are Doritos for all of you. If you're having a rough day today and you needed some self-care, even on YouTube, these Doritos are for you guys. Know that there's positivity, there's change, and there's people that genuinely love you. And I really do mean that. And sorry, don't mean to get all sappy again, but that's what it's there for. I love you, Starry. I love all of you guys. Anyway, I'm gonna back it up. Feels weird to just join the middle combos, but I read the messages. There's something. This show, jump in, just be like, "Hi, I'm introducing myself," or just say hi. It's totally okay. Or send any emote. That's what it's there for. And if you don't feel comfortable there, there's always the general psych channels, which I'm more than likely always there. So okay, that's a genuinely good question, and I'm gonna answer this. Why is this bad? Doing an activity and talking instead of just talking. So when we just talk, when we sit down and just talk, masters, I can put up my boundaries and my barriers right there and then. Right? We can talk about it. We can have a face-to-face conversation. When we're playing, like, hey, why don't we play catch? Guess what? Now we're building propinquity because there's now physicality into it. Unless I'm putting up my physical boundaries and I'm being all of these things and I'm not shutting you down, propinquity is going to start enabling that to start skyrocketing, which is why it might be a little bit rough. Stars and other stars, and that's a big aspect through that. Which is why whenever you're gonna break up with someone, try and do it in person direct. It's a little bit better if you can, uh, rather than yeah. Propinquity is the word as to how we attach to one another. Starry, love, oh, dude, you're amazing. Also, Angela as well for being just like a positivity role here. Oh God. So why does it make Aqua a bad guy? He's not a bad guy. We all do this. We all do this shit. He's not a bad guy. He's hurt. Daniel, even more than just dialogue here, the body language for both of them, keep in mind. Yeah. You can say a lot without saying a lot. Absolutely. But even through this, he's not a bad guy, dude. We all go through situations like this. And Aqua's great. Absolutely. Aqua has just been through a lot of shit and trauma, and as I said, hurt people even unknowingly. And he just wants to play catch. Absolutely. Yeah. Kana is a big opening for him.
やっぱあんた変わってる。
そうか。
そうよ。裏若き男女が学校という牢獄から逃げ出して何をするかと思えば、公園でのんきにキャッチボールだもん。わざわざグローブとボールまで買ってさ。変なの。
早く投げろよ。
Oh, so cute.
私、野球なんてやったこと。ごめん。
いいよ。
私みたいな下手っぴじゃなくて、もっと上手な人誘えばよかったんじゃない？
What are they playing? Is it a stick or is it a rope? Ladies and gentlemen, in forms of play and play therapy, you have two forms of play: stick and or a rope. Is this a way that we connect with one another, or is this a way that we attack one another? For example, if you were to play war, that's probably a stick. If you're playing catch, it's a rope. This is... I like both sticks and rope. Yeah, well, I mean, you can like both. Don't get me wrong. I mean, if you play Overwatch, you more than likely like sticks. Sticks and a rope that swings around and hits you sometimes, you know. But when it comes to this in particular, like, this is something else. This is a moment where she's being vulnerable, and he's also being vulnerable as well. You know, where there's a genuine form of connection. And I'll put it this way. Aqua does not need to be here with her. Aqua could be doing anything else in the world right now. Why is he here with her? Aqua could literally be like out there trying to get closer to Akane, but why is he here? Aqua could be like, you know what, I'm just going to go to school on whatever it is, what it is. But yet he decides to come and have this conversation with her. Why? It's not because he wants to hit her with a stick. It's because he wants to connect with her. Yeah. Yeah, Overwatch is both stick and rope, but sometimes, like, the developers being like, just wait, PvE is coming, PvE is coming, and all the people, everyone that was like, it's coming, it's coming. It's like they're rubbing like the stick and the rope's going like, and like hitting them in the face, and they're like, yeah, and then they get told, oh yeah, PvE is canceled. It's like, oh, but we were working on PvP, yeah. Nothing really changes. It's still Overwatch 1, right? Free Senor Pinguino. Senor Pinguino is free. He's right here. But that's sort of what I'm talking about, is when it comes to a big measure like that, is... Oh, I know. I play Overwatch. That's what I'm saying. I know. When it comes to a big measure like that, this form of connection between both of them, huge. This measure of connection, he doesn't have to be here, and yet he's still here trying to connect. And not just that, he's playing baseball, something that you play usually with either someone you're really close with or family if you're trying to teach them something or trying to prep them for something. Now, I just hope he doesn't go out and get the milk. So cute. She's so cute. I might switch back. She's too cute.
妹に学校サボらせる兄がいるか。
シスコンキモ。じゃあ今勝ちの人とか仲いいんでしょ？
まあ悪くはないけど、一応仕事っていうか、そういう気安い関係でもないし。
そうなんだ。
No, don't say that. No. He literally just prepped himself. Kana, you're gonna get hurt, my darling, my baby. Let me go get you. Let me get you. I'm gonna go get her some ice cream. I'm gonna go get her some ice cream and some chocolate. Not the one that my brother bit into, but some better chocolate or something. These are some fucking red flags, dude. Like, holy... Like, this is some next level stuff. Like, oof. Get Kana some Doritos. Yeah, guys, if something happens to Kana, like, my heart's gonna break. I'm literally gonna go and fucking kick Aqua for a bit if anything happens to her. But if something does happen, guys, I want you all to drop some Doritos for Kana, because that's the way that this is prepping it up to be, is quite literally sort of like the lover boy technique that I was mentioning in a scenario like this, which is she genuinely believes that, like, this is just a job now, and we lie and we're calculating our next move, but that still doesn't stop the impact of pain. A job can still be a job, but that still hurts us. Even as a therapist, even as a psychologist, in case you guys don't know, the difference between a psychologist and a therapist: psychologist, getting your doctorates, having your doctorates, licensed, so on and so forth. Therapist, basic master's level, some licensed, yes, you know. But going through this, it hurts. And every state has a different regulation. It hurts. Because even myself, I find myself hearing this. I find myself, when I hear people's stories, I hearing some of the stuff that people have gone through, it can hurt a lot, and you can empathize with that. That doesn't mean that you're not human to listen to people's stories and to be there and to try and be like, get your hopes up, because we all get along with, like, we all attach ourselves to the stories that are told, right? Yeah, yeah.
嘘ついたり打算で
I don't think
ことばっかで何の打算もなく無駄な会話できる人間って俺の周りにはあまりいない。その点有馬なら気を使わなくていいし。
no, that's a big compliment. That's a huge compliment. He just said, hey, I don't have to keep up appearances with you. I can be... Oh, hold on. Wait a minute. Back it up 10 seconds.
打算で動くことばっかで何の打算もなく無駄な会話できる人間って俺の周りにはあまりいない。
So how far would you go to protect that? You just said that she's the only person that right now you feel comfortable with being yourself. She's the one person that you don't have to lie around, or that you don't have to pretend to lie around. Okay, if something were to happen to Kana, how far would you go? How far would you be willing to protect her? Would you be willing to do the next step? I think so. I think my dude is being honest to a fault here. I think my dude is literally what he just said right here. Yes, Saris, we're 8 minutes in. We're still going. Yeah, I feel like he's being honest. I think Aqua's being absolutely honest here. And what he just labeled here is, hey, you're the one person I can trust and I can be open with and all of these things, you know. And if Kana were to be in a situation where she needed, I feel like he would fold. He would do anything in his power to try and save her because of this. Like, my mind is just blown. My mind is blown because for me, this proves Aqua is just a person, dude. Aqua's not evil. Aqua is just a person. We all go through strides of ups and downs and moral grays and so on and so forth. But he's just a kid. He's just a person. You know, and he wants someone that he can talk with, you know? Are you sure about that? Dude, it's not like he's gonna be like laughing like in his chair like oh yeah, like evil Ed style. You know, I have planned 40 moves ahead. People are so easy to manipulate. I just had to say I loved her and she fell into my plan. Like, no. Like dude, I appreciate you uploading the next day. Since I missed him a lot. Oh, D4, dude, I appreciate that. I can, yeah, it's not like he's gonna be like, I can fix you. No, like, he's not gonna do that, dude. He's not, and even if he did, right? Like, let's put a scenario like he did. Is it because he's acting out of fear that he would say something like that? Or is it because he's genuinely, like, that's a personality trait? And if it is, okay, then that's probably one of the APD traits that are present, right? And I know we talked about APD, which is antisocial personality disorder, which might be a big thing to invest and talk about. I can worsen you. Right? Something silly like that. Anyway, do you think Kana can fix him? No, he might do needs to fix himself, you know. Ed, who do you think he would be more willing to go far for, Kana or Ruby? In what sense? I'm stun locked. Hold on. That's a good question. That's a great question. I'm stun locked. Hold on. Kana. Maybe Ruby after. Right now, I think he'd be willing to go for Kana. Why? Because even if he loses his sister, if he has that connection with Kana still stable, he still has some form of control over Ruby. He still has some sort of information that he can go ahead and pull and make sure that Ruby is safe and secure. If he were to go down this path of revenge to try and find his dad, or try and find whoever, you know, the murderer is, which is 99% sure it's his dad, who's not to say that he would put Ruby in danger? And wouldn't you want someone you trust to make sure that Ruby's okay? So more than likely, if I were like Evil Ed, if I were in a situation like that, I would more than likely try and make sure that Kana was always in the palm of my hands. And then I can mend the relationship with Ruby at some later point. Yeah. And if that secret were to ever come out or whatever, where like, you know, I'm trying to like, I'm in revenge mode or whatever, that's a serious conversation that needs to happen. That's a rupture and repair process within family that needs to happen, you know? But that's the thing, is that's your sibling, and you're more than likely always open to have that conversation. As opposed with Kana, who more than likely has tougher boundaries and walls, who will more than likely, you know, go away. Monkiro, yeah, true. Neo Kami-san, appreciate you being here. How you doing? I hope you're doing well. Anyway, let's continue, guys. Otherwise, we're gonna.
その点有馬なら気を使わなくていいし。
使えやこら。でもま、そういう相手に選んでくれたってのは悪い気はしないかな。今がち、そろそろ収録大詰め。
なあ。
一番人気はユキ。でも最近黒川茜も調子いいみたいだし。
Why is this animated so well?
実際のところ、あんたは誰狙いなの？
あくまで仕事だからそういうのはない。
でもタイプとかはあるでしょ？年下が好きとか年上が好きとか。
難しいことを聞くな。最近つくづく思う。人間の思考は体の発達に大きく影響を受ける。
Yes.
赤ん坊の頃は幼児期健忘で記憶の定着が難しいし、第二次成長期の思春期には周囲への警戒心の高まりをひしひしと感じた。成長していくにつれて精神の方が体と環境に適合していく。どんどんと僕と星のアクアの境目がなくなっていく。
Yeah, because you guys are merging into one. So what is self? Or are you just a mixture of both? This is huge. Hold on.
どんどんと僕と星のアクアの境目がなくなる。
This is absolutely huge.
難しいし、第二次成長期の思春期には周囲への警戒心
Sounds good, Tails. Appreciate you.
の高まりを
He's starting to realize aspects of himself. And not just that, the more that he becomes aware, I wonder... Yeah. I'm so glad. Like, I am genuinely beyond fucking glad that, like, this is being brought up in a show. Because I've been talking about this non-stop since like Moshiko Tensei and other aspects like this, and people have told me no show will ever touch on this. This isn't what authors think about. This is no author will ever go into something like this and think this deeply about a character, about the concepts of self. Fuck you guys. And any person out there that genuinely came in and like with malice, I'm not talking about good, like who came in and did something like that. This is for me. I'm on the verge of tears. I'm on the verge of fucking tears right now because this just solidifies every single aspect I've been shouting out since the early days, since I was the only person out there that was like, hey, you know, like concepts of self, concepts of what it means to growth, you know, Erickson's developmental theories, all of these theories that I bring up and I talk about, that people have been like, you're fucking crazy. No author, no person thinks about concepts like this. Developmental periods, develop forms of consciousness, how we start to grow, how the mind affects the body and the soul in that instance. And wow, For you guys, I know for you guys, you're like, what the fuck, dude? Why are you tearing up? For a long time, it's been a fucking battle, dude. For a long time, it's been a fucking battle to even like show this concept, dude. To even bring up concepts like this and be like, yeah, I know I don't talk like I'm not all like in, you know, professional suit and whatnot and trying to go off of like, you know, fancy words with their like a lot of therapists try and present themselves as it's not really like the mask that they wear and shit. And I'm just trying to be as a friend would talk to you guys, you know, and talk about all of these stuff and talk about like the ecological sense, the concepts of self, the concepts of identity, Erickson's elemental theory, so on and so forth. And so many people came in saying no, this show will never touch on aspects like this. You're fucking stupid. You're wild. And a lot of hate comments, a lot of shit like this. A good show. A good show. Any good psychologist should be doing what we talk about. Should be going over these theories. Should be going over aspects like this. And I feel validated. And I feel amazed. Like I'm that's all I gotta say is like I genuinely feel validated, and I feel like, hey, if there's ever a moment for you guys to be like, they're like, what he's talking about correlates with it, any show that we've watched that's on the channel, you guys will hear me talk about this. Any show that we've talked about, Moshiko Tensei, even ReZero, we've talked about the concepts of self and so on and so forth. That's why I'm like, yeah, being validated is such a good feeling. It is. It is. It proved a lot to me about your analysis of each episode. Oh, thanks, Rigukudo. And that's the thing is, every single time I base something off, is like I can bring up all the resources to prove all of my thought patterns, you know? How does that change your view of Goro Aqua's approaches towards relationships? He's human. He's a kid, you know, and he's trying to find himself the way that all of us have tried to find ourselves, you know? And that's a big aspect around that. Like, he's literally just developing. And I'm sorry, you guys want me to be straight up with you. He's probably, even though he tries to like not come off of it, he's probably has raging hormones going through his entire body at the moment. He's a teen. He's gonna fuck up. He's not gonna think rationally. Yes, he might have all that information as a doctor, but guess what? He's probably gonna fuck up from time to time because he's not an adult. Your brain doesn't stop developing till you're 25, and that's when you, and even then you still fuck up from time to time, you know? Like, yeah, that's why when you bring up aspects and even concepts of dysphoria and aspects of like and aspects as to who you are, what does it mean to like find your identity and so on and so forth, it's oof, fuck, dude. I as I said, I feel validated by this. I feel wonderful that like you guys get to see that like what I'm talking about like comes through like step by step. Like that's yeah. Yeah, he's a kid. He's gonna fuck up, and he might not even fully realize it. He might logically be aware, like, oh, maybe I shouldn't have done that, right? But sometimes your body speaks, and your hormone speaks, and all of these things, you know. Which is why, I'll be honest. Even a lot of my teenagers, I tell them not to do one thing, and then they do it, and they're like, "I was horny," and it's like, yeah, I get it. You know. Keeping this from you for a few days was hard as fuck. This I feel so validated. Like I feel so validated because for a time, I'll be honest with you guys. I'm gonna be straight up. It's liberating. But for a time before Oshinoko came out, I was even thinking, because the channel was blacklisted. I'm gonna be straight up with you guys. The channel was like little to no traction at all, even with like in-depth analysis of everything, because we got hacked. There was a whole thing that happened, and I was like, well, should this just be like, you know, people are like hating because you're saying, oh, there's no traction to anything that you're saying, even though there's receipts and everything. And even when doing episode 1, I felt like, man, I wonder if people will like, if there will come a time where we actually get into a concept like this. And then we finally hear, and I'm like, this concept of self that I brought up in episode 1, I can't believe it. I'm so happy. I feel so vindicated. And I think that's a word that like, I thank you. Thank you. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being here. Y'all are amazing. Holy shit. I'm just like, yeah. I hope as the one and only therapist, the only one and only psychologist, the OG anime psychologist, I'm like, oh, thanks, Starry Nights. I appreciate you all. Also, we're trying to hit partner here, guys. Letting y'all know on Twitch. If you guys can hang out with us for the rest of the month, whenever we go live and whatnot, even hit me on Lurk. That would mean the world to me. Like fuck. Like we have the numbers. It's just they're being weird. Hail Kami-san, dude. Appreciate all the Doritos. You're wonderful. Oh, we're here for you, Ed. No, thank you, Angela Onion, dude. Appreciate you a ton. You're wonderful. Anyway, oof. Are you guys ready?
ひしひしと感じた。成長していくにつれて、精神の方が体と環境に適。
By the way, this is also don't mean to cross anime here. Don't mean to cross anime here, right? I will always remember this day. I'm telling my grandchildren the story the night that Ed realized completeness, right? Oh, thanks. I appreciate it, guys. As a manga reader, I want to validate your hypothesis, but not want to do spoilers. I feel that, guys. In case I do hit anything in the future, just let me get to it. I was literally like on the verge of tears. I'm not gonna lie. I was like holding back because it's awesome. It's so fucking good, dude. It feels so fucking good to get this feeling of like everything, you know. And that's why it's long ass episodes. Trust me, it's a long ass stream. I know, but I'm trying to lay everything out there so you guys can see my thought process, how I'm working through stuff. Anyway, for Frosty, what's up? As we're going through this, my full concept here is, guys, this is also another big thing. Guess what? Not just for this show, for Moshiko Tensei as well. Rudy's mind is only as old as his physical body. Throwing that out there, because you have to merge concepts of identity until it's filled. Just throwing that out there. Just throwing that out there. Hey, don't tell me I also had gaslight me. Just throwing that out there. It's a long stream, but we'll stay till the end. Thank you. Also, I hope you guys stay until like we raid someone interesting or something, a big person. Anyway, it's a good show. I love you too, guys.
前から思ってたけど、怖くて聞けなかった。あんたもしかしてさ、中二病？そういうの早く卒業しなさいよ。
Knocked! Thanks so much for the 5 gifted subs! Holy shit, dude. Holy crap, thank you so much. As a manga reader, Ed scares me. Oh no, I hope I genuinely don't scare you. Dude, thank you so much. Knocked. I don't know. A lot of VTubers say that. It seems to work for them. Oh, thank you so much, Knocked. You're amazing. I appreciate you. You know, as a manga reader, Ed amazes me. I'm glad. My thing is, if you guys are manga readers or whatnot out there, guys, I'm just gonna be straight up. I don't have time to read the manga, and I know for some people it's like, well, what do you mean? I can live stream me doing my homework, literally coming home from work and doing my homework, and going to my other job and whatnot. Like, it's not fun, dude. Like, I literally have 0 time to watch anime, 0 time to read until Fridays and Sunday, which is like, yeah. Can't stand the fucking power. As a manga reader, I've come up with the list of all the things Ed has predicted, so I can call. Really, still Poké Ninja, dude. Okay, when we're done, like with season 1, if you guys have all the predictions and stuff that lined up, can you guys send that to me for like season 1? Because I want to get better. Of course, there's shit that I miss all the time, but like it helps me be able to go ahead and understand the writer better in that way. Under the fantasy, so it's rarely touch upon these aspects. These shows are usually. But even then, like, there's still dynamics at play, which is why you're able to go ahead and talk about aspects like this. Only season 1, yes. That are destined for greatness. I mean, we'll talk about that. Anyway, let's continue. Otherwise, we're gonna get lost here.
怖くて聞けなかった。あんたもしかしてさ、中二病？そういうの早く卒業しなさいよ。痛いから。
要は俺も高校生って話した。 自分と近い年齢の子を恋愛対象として認識する。
You know, he's aware. He's aware. Hey, yo, hey, yo. Grass, lover boy, lover boy. Juno, oh my. And considers the opinion, chooses violence. I know. Wee woo, wee woo, wee woo. Wait, are you guys gonna get mad at Aqua as much as you've gotten mad at Rudius anime community? Or not? Is the difference that Rudy had an ugly past life and wasn't successful, and his he was a doctor that got wee woo. Sorry, I gotta put down that fire. Hold on, it's getting hot in here. Whew, it's getting hot in here, ladies and gentlemen. Sorry. Anyway, and bye. I gotta go. Appreciate you being here, dude. I'm go eat lunch. Appreciate you.
ある程度上の方がいいのは間違いないけどな。
Hey yo.
年上好きってこと？へえ。
Hey yo.
へえ。
早く投げろ。なんでもない。あ、いい球じゃん。
そう？
本当に初心者か？
そうよ。アクアとするのが初めて。一番最
I'm fucking dying here. Hold on. Oh, I still can't even get up. Holy shit. Oh. 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 Wait a minute. Hold on. You can't hit me with this. Hold on. Wait a minute. Hold on. Is she flirting? Wait, hold on. Ladies and gentlemen. Look at Akko's. Oh. Hold on. Ooh, hey, yo, hey, yo, hey, yo, hey, yeah. Oh gosh, not just sploosh, dude. Oh, it's a good thing I wasn't drinking water, dude. I was feeling a little lightheaded. I ain't gonna lie.
もしかして始球式アイドル狙えちゃう？
やっぱり黒川茜に対する感情はそういうのじゃない。
Ads, I'll wait. There's ads going on YouTube. In case you guys don't know, there are ads that I can't control, sadly, and they just randomly play throughout. When they're back, they'll go ahead and throw up some Doritos, and that signifies to me that they're back. But yeah, no. Okay, the ads are done. Throw up some Doritos if the ad is done. Yep. I'll wait for you guys. At least you don't spit your water everywhere this time. I know, Angela. That's why I was like, I'm not gonna drink water. It was a good time. I was sweating there for a second. I'm actually still blushing. I know you guys can't see it, but my ears are a little red. And it's a little, it's a little out there. No, watch this. He really has completely canceled the ads. Well, I don't fucking know how to do that, man. I barely even know how to operate OBS. I'm honest about it. Anyway.
有馬には感謝しなくちゃな。自分の感情に整理がついた。
This right here. Sure enough, my feelings towards Akane Kurakawa aren't of that nature. You sure about that? I know that you're being very open and vulnerable and honest with Kana, which, yes, let's be honest, is high school. It's a very confusing time period in our life where people drop and get people and all of these wonderful things, right? I'm glad you guys are back. Like, but are you sure it's not of that, like, and also, what is that nature? Excellent question. Also, Angela, thanks so much for being here, dude. You're absolutely amazing. I appreciate you. Like total go. But like that's why I'm like, are you sure about that? Because if Akane does and decides to leave, would you be okay?
川茜に対する感情はそういうのじゃない。 有馬には感謝しなくちゃな。
I ought to give gratitude.
自分の感情に整理がついた。俺は黒川茜に星の愛の幻影を見てるだけ。
いよいよ撮影も終わりだね。寂しいな。
Aww.
アクアくんの言う通りのキャラ付けしたら人気も出てかなり助かったよ。
Aqua, there's a saying that my brother. This is gonna sound really bad. This is gonna sound really bad. Aqua, there's a saying that my brother taught me when I was a kid. My toothless brother. He said, "Ed, when you grow up, you know, I was a little youngling. You know, he essentially said, make sure that you don't date the extremely unstable ones, because you never know what they might do back to you." Now, Aqua, you created a parataxic distortion here with the Kane. I fear some things. I fear some things that may come your way. I ain't gonna lie, right? Essentially knocked. Exactly. And trust me, I did not listen to his things, and I've had stalkers. I've had people that have gone the extra mile to be a little vindictive and be a little wild and unstable and be like, "Oh, but Ed, I can fix you. Oh, no worries. This isn't a knife, Ed. No, I can fix you. You're mine." Like that type of thing. But it's like, da 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 da. No, not mommy. No, mommy. That's not mommy. That's Angela. Oh, thank you for. I love the way you're. Oh, dude, no, Angela, you're amazing. What are you talking about? I'm glad I'm able to combine all of that. And like, hopefully you guys are able to pick up on stuff like that, Angela. Thank you so much for highlighting that message. It means the world, hearing that, seeing that. You're amazing. It reads, "Oh, thank you for having a great personality, Ed. I love the way you combine psychology, therapy, entertainment, and weeb stuff into one easily understanding community. I love you all, Ed, and community." Angela, I love you. I'm proud of you. Thanks so much for highlighting that. It means the world, genuinely, when you guys are like so positive and whatnot. But anyway, we were able to talk it out, but nonetheless, it got to a point where there was like a spy tracker thing, a spy tracker app on my phone one night when I fell asleep. And yeah, long story short, it took a long while. It took a while to get everything cleaned because she wanted to save me. She could save me from the bad decisions I was making, which was nothing because I'm pretty stoic. Yeah, it was next level. It was some next level stuff, ladies and gentlemen. That's why I'm saying, like, you got to be careful with this, because when you put someone in a pedestal, right, the way that she's putting Aqua on a pedestal, and if Aqua rejects her at any point in time, or if they even get closer, right, like let's say if they start dating or whatever, and Aqua rejects her, guess what? Oh, you're going down a bad path. You saved me, now I have to save you. Only I can save you. That's right. Like, it can be very, very toxic. Wowzers, yikes. I know, but that's sort of what happens. Listomania, how you doing? Oh no, I wish I could read that. Damn. But Akana's best girl. I mean, she can be. You think Akana has those tendencies? Considering the fact that, like, here's the thing. There's a difference between a parataxic distortion, right, that happens normally. And then the distortion that happens when someone gets saved. Like, their life is on the line and they get saved. Chara, dude, thanks so much for stopping by. I appreciate you. Have a good night. Victor, you as well, man. I appreciate you. If you're having have a good night. Be safe. But that's the overall aspect that I'm touching on. How can she be crazy if she's hot? True. To be fair, Aqua is literally going down a bad path. In whose perspective? Sounds good, Nick Mir. Appreciate you. Have a good night, man.
まるで夢を本物を見てるみたいだった。あれってどうやってるんだ？いや、
そんな大層なものじゃ。一応プロファイリングの本とか読んだりはしてるんだけどね。
You what? Hold on. Hold on. You what?
見てるみたいだった。あれってどうやってるんだ？
あ、いや、そんな大層なものじゃ。一応プロファイリングの本とか読んだりはしてるんだけどね。いっぱい
Wiggity swoogity, I'm coming for that booty. I was fucking right, ladies and gentlemen. I was right. I was right. She did study some sort of psychology. She did study some sort of psychology. I was fucking right. And you, my mind's literally fucking melting, dude. A Con Ed at this point. Like, what the fuck, dude? What the fuck? We saw it live in action. He throws his wand. Where did this wand come from? I could just make them magically appear, right? Oh god, dude. Oh god. Sorry, no. Casting spells, wizard confirmed. Take a sip, Ed. Well, I'm glad I didn't touch on that. But my thing is, when did she learn how to read a book on profiling and psychology? Because it's not just profiling. It must have been a psychology book as well. Because she went over a lot of those concepts. And some of the comment section in that was also like, no way, she would never do stuff like that. And I'm like, my thing is, she probably did. Because like when you start picking up books on profiling, you start picking up books on body language, on relationships, on, yeah. And then fan translations and psychology books. Exactly. Justice for the wand. All right. Neko Ed is now back. Hold on. We're going through this. This is my crochet beanie here. If I could actually get it to stay. There you go. All right, let's go. I'm mind blown. Right. What you do in a case study. In case you guys are wondering, Ed, what you're putting in a lot of assumptions. Guys, in a case study, we work with limited information. So you have to put in a little bit about your own personal things and start molding the character based on the statistics and the data that's being given, you know? That's exactly why I'm like, 例えば、愛には実は隠し子がいるとか。だとしたら、いろんな感情のラインに整合性が取れるし、不可解だった数々の行動の理由がわかる。何を考えてどういう人格なのか、数式パズルみたいに分かってくる。F in the chat. F in the chat for Kana, please. F in the chat for Kana, please. F in the chat for Kana, please. Ladies and gentlemen, Aqua can't leave Akane now. Aqua can't leave Akane now. She didn't even stand a chance. She didn't even stand a chance. Because now that she revealed all this information, Aqua's gonna go into fight or flight mode, panic mode. Oh no, it don't even matter at this point, dude. Akane is way too useful. She knows way too much. She knows way too much, and now he needs a form of power and control. One of the concepts that I talked about in episode 1, power and control. Wow. Yeah, can't let go now. Exactly. Meme bros, we chillin'. Are you guys? Holy shit, dude. His eye is crazy. Akane root. Dude, this is... Would a real-life psychologist or therapist profile reach this? Yeah. I mean, I would have. I mean, I did. You know, without even knowing that, right? Like, I would probably get really close, or they would get really close to, like, acknowledging stuff like that. Tom Cuddy, dude, yes, absolutely appreciate it. Even without the information of the first episode, like, just getting all the information and, like, what was out there, you more than likely would be able to figure out a lot of stuff. Get really, really, really close. Really close. Connor's probably going to see through that BS. Yeah. It's just psychology, baby. Anyway.
愛の思考パターンってどれくらいわかるんだ？
どういう生き方をしてきて、どういう男が好きかまで、多分大体わかると思うけど。
Oh, bro, you can't leave her now. Those aren't even the eyes of like goodness. Those are the eyes of fuck.
芸能界には 才能が集まる。俺にはあの自由奔放で才能の塊だった星の愛が何を感じて何をしたかったのか、
Oh no.
これっぽっちもわからないままだった。黒川茜という才能はおそらく
Mem?
何年も一緒にいた俺よりずっと深く愛を理解して行動を完璧にトレースしている。俺たちはあくまで仕
They're all getting rejected?
事上の付き合い。番組が終わったら関わることはなくなるだろう。だ
Wait a minute, wait a minute, wait a minute, wait a minute!
黒川茜は使える。
Wait a minute! No, 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 no!
ここで手放すわけにはいかない。
I'm not a wizard. I'm not a wizard. Evil Ed is not a wizard either. Boy, bueno, no, I'm broke. I'm broke. It's over. my, ¿Por qué? ¿Por qué? ¿Por qué? Goal, goal, goal. Look, this is fucking red flags. This I know I'm full on like this isn't just lights. The lights are all like normal. This is me overheating, guys. I'm fucking red. Like, Señor Pingüino, tápatelo. I know. Golazo, golazo. Like, oh shit, dude. This is, I'm not a wizard. I'm not a wizard. This is just literally based off of what a lot of people do when they're feel like they're losing power and control, right? They make a big movement like this. He felt like he had a lot to lose and he went for the kiss. He went for the kiss in this moment. Guess what? I genuinely hope that everyone's covered in this thing. My ears are red. I'm like, wow. 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 The air conditioning is blasting at full speed, Aroth. Like, it's actually cold in here. It's just me, dude. That's why I'm like, oof. This is a Red Sea. It is a Red Sea. It is a Red Sea. Holy shit. Holy shit. Okay, let's run it back. Hold on. My eyes.
番組が終わったら関わることはなくなるだろう。だけど
You need to do this.
黒川
I can use evil. Maybe Aqua is Evil Ed. Maybe Aqua is Evil Ed and Akane is regular Ed. Evil Ed literally Aqua is following like the lines of Evil Ed, and oh no, Dark Eye Aqua's Evil Ed. Hey yo, Masters. Hey yo, esta herramienta no sirve más adelante. Hey yo, Eds. Hey yo. Everyone in the show is some form. Truly, everyone in the show, right? Ed, are your parents Aqua and Akane? Oh God, Angela, I hope not. Ed self-dating wheels? No. At least one of the Portuguese I saw, she's indispensable too. Instead of I can use her. My thing is, him saying I can use her sounds like a defense mechanism. Like, yes, it is manipulative, and there's a lot of people that like we're talking about it, but again, hurt people. And in this scenario, he feels like he's losing control. And if we reference the power of control and what the cycle of control looks like, very obvious, very clear that there are aspects in here that he's afraid. He's afraid of losing all of this. This is wild.
金は使える。ここで手放すわけにはいかない。
Hey, yo. I'm gonna fucking cry. No. What did I say? You don't. Ah, ah. I can't. No, I can't. No, I can't. I'm so.
はあ、マジ最悪。死んじゃえばか。
Pendejo. Pendejo, se le fue la onda. Pendejo, no. No. Oh, no, that was fucking hurt. That was fucking hurt. Oh shit. Oh no. Dude, Kana needs a hug. Guys, drop Doritos. Drop Doritos. Kana needs a fucking hug, dude. Kana needs la tóxica, no digas la tóxico. El tóxico. Kana needs like all the hugs, all the love, everything. Like, this hurts. If you've ever been on the receiving end of something like this, man, like this, oh man, oh,
今からガチ恋始めます。
the impact that can have on someone's emotional state is beyond belief. It can break you. I'll share this story because I'm not sure if here in the community, I can say Cool Ranch, and a lot of people know what I'm talking about. Having your trust in someone and liking someone or loving someone. For example, Cool Ranch is a person. I'm not going to go into details about them. Long story short, was with them for a long time. Relationship happened, and finding out about infidelity, like, especially since we were together for a long while, broke me. It actually drove me to an attempt, and this is just me being honest, and I know I've touched on stuff like that, right? It can be a lot. It can be an absolute lot, and it can absolutely just destroy and wreck aspects that we're not ready to go ahead and talk about. And I remember that night when everything, like, it was literally like the week of my birthday, right? It was the week of finals as well, where everything lines up. And, we had planned everything to move somewhere else. It was already big plans. We had gotten accepted to another university. Everything was planned out. Beautiful, down to the sect, right? I was working full time. I was going to school. I was doing my bachelor's in a year. So I was doing that full time, right? I was, and I'd set up one day out of the week, where we could go ahead and meet up, where we can go ahead and go on a date, so that way it wasn't just school, work, school, work, school, work. We had been together for a long time. Needless to say, the day came eventually, right? And it was like a Saturday evening, and she's like, "Hey, my friends invited me out to go do something. You don't mind if I go?" And I'm like, "No, don't worry about it. We'll be able to go and celebrate it. Finals time is coming. My birthday's coming. We have a lot to go ahead and do. And plus we have to start planning for a lot of stuff that we need to go ahead and do." And she was supposed to come over that night, later on that night. Okay. 2 and 3 hours passed by. I'm like, "Hey, just checking in. You coming over tonight? What's going on?" Another hour passes. You good? 2 hours pass. Everything okay? What's going on? You start to get that feeling in your gut. Something's gone wrong. You don't know quite what it is. And you already start suspecting it. You start feeling that sensation of your stomach, and everything inside of you just start inching. You're like, "No, it can't be. They wouldn't. We've been together for so long. You'd think that they would at least be able to go out and talk to you about it. Everything that you had built up, everything that was there, the aspect of like, hey, we had gotten accepted to this other university. They wouldn't do anything like that, right? Getting a call from their parents 3 in the morning, 4 in the morning. "Hey, is she with you? I thought you would have brought her back by now. Like, or like she would have driven back. Just checking in. Is she with you?" "No, she's not with me." Her parents being like, "Oh, oh." The next day, right? Like, it's one of those times where you start crying, you start feeling suffocation. Friends start telling you, "Hey, We have to tell you something, but we're not sure you're ready for it. We saw something, we're not sure you're ready for it. 6 in the morning comes around, right? They didn't tell me anything because I was already like, I'm not even gonna check my phone. You know, clearly like, oh, tried calling, get sent to voicemail at first, and then it's the sound of being blocked, and everything just like whoosh, your internal world starts going in and in and in. 6, 7 in the morning comes through. She pops through. Honestly, finding she comes through wearing nothing but messed up hair, really messed up hair, pajamas, and stains on her shirt. And you can tell that they had just gotten up and they rushed and everything. And yes, I know this is an uncomfy story, but I'm trying to tell you guys the impact that even an aspect of trust can have on someone. They come through, right? And it's like, okay, so what happened? Let's talk about this. What happened? I'm not even like, you know, mad. I've been tearing up. I've been crying all night, you know, that type of a thing. I'm not saying what they were. It could have been from food or whatnot. I don't really know, Angela. But it's like, what happened? And she's like, you know, it's one of those moments where they're just like rubbing their hands over their lips, like, oh, like, you know, it was good type of thing. And oof, let's just say infidelity or moments of distrust. And when you break someone's trust like this, especially once you thought that you've elevated them, this is why lover boy or lover girl or scenarios like that, most people go through situations like this. This is why I bring up this story, right? I bring up this story because a lot of people have been cheated on. A lot of people have cheated. And that doesn't make you a bad person, by the way. I don't judge them for whatever they did, right? At the end of the day, they had their own journey, their own purpose. They did whatever the fuck they had to do, right? I'm not going to judge them for that. And this is me talking as a person that's healed, as a psychologist, as so on and so forth. But I bring this up as a moment of vulnerability to share with you that instances like that can break a person. For me, this was 6 or 7 years of a relationship that went down the drain. For me, this was 6 or 7 years of trying to plan the future and get into a psychology program and do everything, like, you know, find a place, an apartment, everything set up for the movement to go away, you know. And so through a scenario like that, what I'm bringing up is, imagine a scenario like this where your emotions are already swinging the way that Kana's are, and all of a sudden you put your trust so much into someone that's been lifting you up and caring about you, and you think, wow, he really like brightened up my day, and you see this. I'm scared for Kana. I am so terrified for Kana. How you come back from that? Man, it was dark. It was a dark period. It was a very, very dark period. And that's why, like, whenever I talk about like some of the bullying and stuff that like I've encountered because of the comment section or whatnot, I look back and I reflect back on that being one of the darkest aspects of my own personal journey. By the way, I don't fault Cool Ranch Doritos at all. I think they're like, genuinely, they have a lot of amazing qualities. They're incredibly smart, incredibly talented in a lot of aspects, right? I don't fault them for whatever may have happened, whatever went through, because it takes a lot to go ahead and forgive someone for whatever aspect may have happened in your past. But it takes a lot of self-reflection to even forgive yourself as well. Like, you had nothing to do with that. You know, at the end of the day, we're all human. We all make mistakes, and your journey is what you make out of it. So Cool Ranch Doritos is just the nickname that we give this person so that way we don't name them, right? Just as an aspect like that. Memories I thought were long gone. And that's why I talk about it. I talk about memories like this. I talk about situations like this so you guys can empathize a little bit more with what Kana might be going through, you know? For example, Kana might be, and maybe not to that extent, but Kana might be feeling lied to. Kana might be feeling hurt. Kana might internally be feeling like, I thought I trusted this person. Guess what? Aqua might try and approach at some point in the future and try and mend this, right? By showing some form of action that he genuinely cares about her. By saying, oh, this was just a lie. And then the lover boy stuff starts happening again. Props for being able to see things this way. Yeah, absolutely. Like, honestly, if I ever encountered her again, you know, because I even left on a good note, dude. Like, I'm going to be straight up. Even with them, I was like, hey, you know what? My door is always open for you. If you ever want to talk about it or whatnot, like, it's there for you so that, like, we could have this conversation. And in the future, you know, I'd be really curious just to find out, like, through their perspective, what happened, what was going on. And this is as a psychologist, you know? Yeah, absolutely. And the filming of it, which might have hurt, absolutely, Destro. Absolutely. I'm just glad you're still with us, Ed, watching your episodes. Oh, no, Story Night. Sometimes it's those low moments that brings us up high, and I'm able to share these stories with you guys as maybe forms for you guys to heal as well. You know, and that's a big concept. Is like hopefully you guys are able to reflect and maybe even empathize a little bit and like, know for a fact like, hey, we're not all perfect, we're not all androids, and we all learn through some of the challenges that life presents us. Anyway, I love you guys too. You guys are wonderful.
いやー、思い返すと一瞬だったわ。
いろいろあったけど、本当に楽しかった。
あかねがそう言ってくれるなら文句ねえな。
で、早速聞いていいかな？最後のキス、本当に付き合うの？どうなるの？
Appreciate you, Pito Loco. No worries.
わかんない。番組の流れ的にあれは受ける流れだったけど、仕事もあるのに恋愛なんて。
いやいや、芸能人とはいえ。
Hold on. I don't want to go through it again. I've helped my friends with the relationship, but I am not down for any relationships. I'd rather. Oh, Angela, you actually answered the question I was going to ask you, but do you know how to love yourself? Before you go for another partner, right, or anything like that, my big thing would be like, learn to love yourself. You're good and you're bad, right? And I'm not saying you have to love everything about yourself, because no one can really love everything about themselves. But at least like learn to appreciate even some of the downfalls, because that's how you're able to go ahead and grow and maybe even at some point feel healthy enough to try in another relationship. But thank you for being vulnerable, Angela, and thank you for sharing. Sione, no worries, man. I appreciate you being here. Have a good night, stay safe, and hey, come and join us every Friday and Sunday for anyone that's got a dip, dude. I appreciate you. Yeah.
高校生にもなったら彼氏の一人や二人当然でしょ。
ユキとかとっかい引っかいじゃないの？私そんなイメージ？マジでリアルに本当に仕事大事でやってて、今まで彼氏作ったことなんてなかったんだよ。嘘。本当の話らしいよ。ユキと同じ芸能家の子も言ってた。意外な身持ちの方さ。でもモデル周りは結構いるよ。アイドルも女優も比率は一般の人と変わんないでしょ。
まあさすがに恋愛禁止売りにしてるところは割合低いみたいだけどな。たまにすっぱ抜かれてるし。
そういう。
To be honest with you guys, one thing that surprised me about this is that the producers, I'll be 100% honest with you guys, aren't doing some horrible shit. You guys know what I'm talking about. You guys have all seen the nuclear codes of shit like that, right? Where it's like, y'all know what I'm talking about. Like, but the idol industry, not just the idol industry, I'm talking about Hollywood and a lot of other industries in general. Yeah. It is, Zach. It is, because oftentimes we get criticized by society and ourselves, and it can be very hard for us to love those aspects that have been criticized a lot. Also, Lena Cat, yeah, and that's one of the big aspects of it is sometimes we can swear that off. But for you, I'd ask you, are you afraid of being alone? If that is the case, or are you comfortable with that? Also, welcome back, Kinju, or Ki. I can't even pronounce it, but Neo25, appreciate it. You can't open up with it on the first season. Oh yeah.
そういう意味で言ったら番組で付き合えばスキャンダルにもなりようなくていいよね。でも。
そうそう。うまい具合に番組を使ってほしいよ。こっからは番組側は関与しない。
Oh shit.
付き合おうが別れようが当人同士の自由。そのまま付き合って結婚まで行った人たちだって何組もいるし、一応体裁として数ヶ月ほどカップルを名乗るだけの人たちもいる。ちゃんと自分で考えて自分で決めるんだ。
Right.
この業界、君たちの才能を利用するだけ利用して捨てる悪い大人がたくさんいる。甘い誘惑が多いけど、雰囲気に流されやすい子が行き着く先は決まって奈落だからね。っていう悪い大人からのアドバイス。
And my dude is a little too friendly with the advice, I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. My dude is a little too special with all the advice he's giving. I'm late, YouTube. I'm coming. Yubi, hello, welcome on in. Appreciate you. Maybe he's guilty and think he's making up for the show how he acted earlier. It could be. It absolutely could be. Zaxa, appreciate you following me. You're wonderful. He got broke up maybe. Could be feelings of guilt. I've heard that a lot of cases, even in reality shows, sometimes people feel guilty at the wrap-up parties, or sensations of like, man, that was a little weird, the way that we're editing stuff or the way that we're doing stuff. I know for, as a matter of fact, that some people, like, way out of the case, right? For example, might be like, wow, I really like Oshi no Ko. You know, Akane and Kana mean the world to me. And like, I wish that nothing would destroy the relationship that they'll hopefully one day grow. And it'll cut out to like, bum bum bum. Ed said, wow, I really want to destroy the relationship between Kana and Akane. And like, you know, like they like edit it out so perfectly to make it seem like there's drama and shit there when there isn't. I would, no gracias, just scared of risk of being cheated. Aww. But okay, but what does that mean for you, Lena? Because that's a lot. Because what if other people have the same fear for you as well, you know? Or just in general, like, have you healed from that? That's a big question, Lena. Because that's big, dude.
そういえば悪い子供はどこ行った？
The bad kid.
今勝ち評判いいよ。やっぱり君を使った俺の目は間違ってなかったかな。
どうでしょうね。結局炎上で注目を集めたみたいになってますし。
その後のカバーは君の手腕って聞いたよ。だけど例の映像上の方で少し問題になったんだよ。収録時の素材を外に流さないってのは業界の鉄の掟。
Right.
これは一体どうなんだってことでね。出演者とはいえそのタブーを犯したんだ。イチゴプロに賠償請求を出すという話まで出たんだよ。
でもそうはならなかった。
Of course that didn't happen.
でしょ。
Oh.
出演者
The way he's playing this, dude. The way he's playing this is so like beautiful. He's testing him and he's seeing his reactions and back and forth. Like, yeah, too fucking bad. You damn nearly killed a person. Like, he did the bonk cloud right now and he got him in like a check maneuver, dude. This is beautiful. Hoshi knows literally me. No other character can come close to relating to me like this. Aqua's just out here playing the bonk cloud, dude. He's over here like, you know, like Nakamura versus yeah, like he's just a straight up like, you know, chess player. We have Carl's Magnus on the other side. We have Nakamura. Like they're both playing chess here, and it's a chess match that they're having inside of their heads. They're like bonk cloud opening, and the other one's like, well, Scandinavian defense. You know, like they're going back and forth, and it's just a wild fucking ride. You know, Magnus Carlsen, yeah. Carl's Magus. He's just like me for real, for real. I've talked about this before, but I have a weird relationship with commitment. Yeah. It can be a little weird, especially finding the bonk cloud is a chess move, dude. It's a chess move started by, I think it was Hikaru, right? Hikaru Nakamura? I think he was the one, or was it Carl Magnus? It's one or the other. I think it was Hikaru. It's pretty like, in case you're into chess, chess is a really interesting sport to watch as well. It's really interesting to see how people move their pieces and what works best, you know. Oh, it was started by Lenny. Oh, I didn't know that. I thought it was a disrespectful chess opening. Oh, wow. Okay, Hikaru popularized it. That makes sense. Yeah, that makes a lot more sense. Anyway, kind of hard to heal when your parents still have a rocky relationship and I'm an inevitable. So why do you feel like you are in... Lena, if you don't mind me asking, if you're an adult, why do you feel like you are stuck in between your parents? Genuine question for you. If you're a child, why do you feel like your role is dependent on your parents as well, when that's their responsibility? Yeah, that's an interesting...
だから動画を公式 SNS にアップしたわけで、ちゃんと契約通りの仕事をしましたよ。
抜け目ないね。
どうも。
そして君は僕との契約も守り、 いい仕事をしてくれた。報酬はきちんと支払う。
Lena.
来週あたり寿司でも食いに行かないか。
Oh, bro, take me out for
愛
sushi.
についてとっておきの話をしてあげよ
開けておきます。
I love sushi.
ちょっとこっち来て。
逃がさねえからな。
Oh.
さ、アクア君。これからどうする？
どうするって。あれは放送されたわけだから、しばらくは彼氏彼女するしかないだろ
それはもちろん分かってるんだけど。
う。だったら、
だからね、私たちの交際って仕事？
Oh.
それとも本気のやつ？
Oh.
いや、別に仕事とかじゃ。
変な気は使わないでいいよ。アクア君は私のこと
Oh, no.
異性として見てないでしょ。
No, Akane, why you gotta shoot straight?
わかるよ。それくらい。
I'll be your boyfriend, Akane. Akane, once you turn of age, yo, I'll be there for you. I'll be there for you. I knew people were immediately gonna. I knew if people were immediately gonna fucking start throwing. That's why I had to clarify. Hold on. You know, once she's 18, I'm there for you. I got you, Akane. I know, dude. I know. Great Wizard of Oz. guys, damn. FBI open up. You can't even blame you. Considering a majority of you guys were probably thinking the same thing, like, that means that Kana has a high chance of the Aqua might be screwed off. Ooh, thanks so much for the hydrate, by the way. I appreciate it. You guys are something else. You guys go fucking wild. No, Ed, you're a wizard. Ed setting up a countdown time. No, I am not. You sucker. That's fucked up. Oh, God. Ed self-love is strong. Yokwila kana noodle fucker. Oh, gosh. You guys are something else, guys. But no, I think Akana is definitely an individual who... I don't know, man. To be honest with you, I don't know. Like, where's this gonna go, you know? It's a fictional drawing, y'all. Chill. You're doing the same thing as Evil Aqua. Am I? There you go. Thank you, Elysian. Thank you. But realistically speaking, this is an aspect that I'm throwing out there. Akane being this self-realization, like, right, realizing all of these aspects. Is this healthy? Guys, is this healthy? For Akane to be this, realize all of these things. Healthier than being led on by Aqua, sure. But is this healthy for any individual? They're communicating, which is great. Yeah, it is great, Zedric. But being this aware, at sometimes it, like, I wonder if I honestly wonder if she's even, like, and this might sound silly, and I know a lot of therapists would be like, don't talk about that. I wonder if she's even had a time to be a child, to genuinely cherish her child self, to heal her child self. Because if she hasn't, this just seems like a big thing to try and grow up out of it. Oof. And I feel like we might see a lot more of those childish tendencies come out later on. Turning down yourself before getting rejected. Angela, yeah. It's like she literally set herself up, like, bringing everything through. Yeah, it's weird. It's awesome, but it's awesome because people are like this, guys. People are exactly like this. But I might. Oh.
ただ、俺は茜に女優として強い興味を持っている。これは嘘じゃない。
そっか。まあいいか。それは一番言われて嬉しい言葉でもあるから。じゃあお仕事として彼氏彼女しようね。本当の彼氏彼女はユキたちがいれば十分だし。気づいてない？ユキとノブくん、こないだ付き合い始めたんだよ。
マジ？で
Oh.
も撮影の時は振って。
テクニカルだよね。でも
Master class.
私はユキのそういうところが
Master class.
結構好きなんだ。ユキ、マジで人生初これみたいだよ。
わかんねえもんだな。
じゃあまたね。
お疲れ。メムはタクシーじゃないのか？
歩いて帰れる距離だから。
Aqua? 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 No. Bad boy. Bad boy. Bad boy. I'm gonna go tell I'm gonna go tell I bad boy, go away. Philanderer. Aqua, bad boy. Go away. Go away. Vete aquí. Shoo. Nadie quiere no.
そういや割と近所だったな。
業界の人が住んでるところって大体この辺だしね。
Wanna know what I'm thinking? You wanna know what I'm thinking? Why am I saying, oh, bad boy? Ni ha dicho ninguna. Digo eso. I'm saying this because ma'am, throughout this entire show, hey, I finally got a chance to catch your stream. Video of different types of thanks for all. Oh, Gloomy Roar, I appreciate you coming on by. Dude, you're an absolute legend. Thank you so much for being here. I hope you're having a good day. I hope you're practicing that self-care. The reason why I'm saying that is just because if you take the time to realize who has been the agent of change in this show, in this series, who has seen a lot and has like deactivated people's alarms and stuff. Mem, yeah. Mem's pretty mature for her age. For 18, Mem is pretty mature in the way that she realized to act on certain things and bring things up. If I'm Aqua, I'm realizing this and I'm like, wait a minute. We need to talk. Like, wait a minute. So I'm like, bad boy, go away because this could be dangerous. If she's okay, wait, hold on. If she's older than 18, let's say that their father works in the industry. Oh my god. If Ruby and Aqua's father works in the industry, who's not to say that Akane, Kana, and or Mem or other people have not worked with them and they don't realize it? Mem is Aqua's dad. Let's seal that in. Mem is the father. No, because that's sort of what I'm thinking. Is like, even if they're 18, right? Let's say their age, but if the dad is still in the industry, who's not to say that Kana, Akane, or any of the other ones haven't worked, even Yuki, haven't worked with the father, maybe even indirectly? What am I getting at? What if in future orientations, say that like Aqua's like, I'm here to get you. Explode! And he turns around as he feels a sensation on his stomach. And he sees that he's bleeding, being stabbed by one of his friends. When he asks why, they just say, I worked with your father. Oh, and that's a murder of crows. In fact, why don't we make it worse? Aqua takes out the father, but yet everyone turns around and Julius Caesar's it, and they all come through and they all take out Aqua because Aqua just, became a threat. Oh, that shit got dark. Sorry. Oshi, no. Please don't let that actually happen. Please, God, no. Well, that's what I'm saying. Well, that isn't my mem theory. Tucana? La tuya, el tucanazo? El tucanazo, Masters. What are you talking about? El tucana. Oh, shit. Oh, no, as they say. Oh, etu bru. Oh god. Okay, anyway, let's go, guys. Oshi, no. What if theories, right?
寂しいな。
Oh.
私この現場めちゃくちゃ好きだった。
そっか。
でもアクタンはそんな寂しくないかな。茜の彼氏だもんね。
あくまで仕事上の関係だ。
まあ最初はそれでもいいんじゃない。いずれ本気になっちゃうかもしれないし。
ならねえよ。
とか言って愛の演技してる茜に赤くなってたくせに。
っていうか詳しいよな。ビーコ町は世代じゃないだろ。
I brought it, yes.
ビーコ町はみんなの憧れだから。ここだけの話だよ。
What? ¿Qué pasó?
私もともとアイドル志望だったんだ。でもいろいろあって挫折しちゃって、今は元気に YouTuber やってますけど。
Right.
じゃあうち来たら。
え？
新生ビーコ町は現在メンバー募集中なんだけど。
ビーコ町に私。
I think I brought this up in episode 1 or 2. Hold on. I think I talked about this in episode 2 where he would start bringing people in that he's worked directly with. Hold on. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh dude, my heart is literally in my fucking asshole right now. Like, you can hear, like, if I put this mic on my asshole, dude, you guys could hear my fucking heartbeat through it. What the fuck? Dude, what the fuck? Like, no. Like, for free. What do you mean? What I'm saying is, like, my heart literally just sank. Well, hold on, I'll pass things. I think it was episode 3 you brought it up, but yeah, Silver Curry, exactly. Like, because this just shows that he's going through APD symptoms pretty badly, dude. Like, you didn't realize this. This isn't the OP, is it? Is it? Oh, serious face. He's adorable. Oh my god. Don't make me a mem stan. Don't make me a mem stan. Don't make me a mem stan. Please don't make me a mem stan. Lord, please don't make me a mem stan. I feel you, man. I feel the memes running through my veins. They're everywhere. Oh, man, show that fucking... I gotta look away. Gotta look away. Gotta look away. No. This meme not in pictures too cute. Senor Pinguino, look at me in the eyes. Look at them in the eyes. Take them away for a second. Oh, it's too strong. Do it. Oh, do it for mem. Do it for mem. Stare. No, that's it. Oh my gosh. Holy bananas. Hold on. That felt like time flew. That felt like we're not even done. We got to do the ending. Hold on. We got to do the ending. Hold on. Whoa. 4 hours, ladies and gentlemen. Holy. Also, guys, if you're lurking, don't forget to follow, guys. We tend to do this every Friday and Sunday. So follow. It costs nothing, dude. It's free. Just give it a follow. It'll always pop up for you. When we talk about how I literally spill facts like a... Wait, what do you mean? Spill facts. Like, bro, we ain't even done. Like, we still need the ending here. Follows Mr. Games Photoshop. Also, guys, if you guys want to help out, we're trying to get a new and better camera. It means the world. If you guys want to help out with Ko-Fi, I have a Ko-Fi and all the links. Join our Discord. Current competition between Arcane and Bunny Girl Senpai. Yes, by the time this is up on YouTube, that competition is still going till Sunday, my time. But anyway, we're analyzing the ending. Hold on. Like, I genuinely think that these shadows, even for example, even herself, I think we're about to get a dark Ruby timeline. I think we're on the verge of getting a dark Ruby timeline. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I feel like this dark Ruby timeline is on the verge here, just because she's in the same hoodie that like he's in on this one, right? And then through that, we see him fighting shadows of himself that he's created. So is he gonna be his own worst enemy and create a bunch of evil, like, or people that are after him because of his own things? Like, legit, a lot of the people's in shadows here, right? He has a string of fate. Hold on, I'm gonna mute this. All the people around him are different versions of him. And we saw that, in case you guys haven't seen it, the recap episode 7.5, I go in depth about this because it blew my fucking mind. It still does, but it's now solidifying these aspects a little bit more. Like, he's gonna start making a lot of people that might try and cut him off as the main thread towards all of their stories, because he's the one that's influencing everyone's narrative. Meanwhile, he's just trying to achieve his goal, which is trying to go ahead and find out what it means for Ruby seems free. Snow, death, right? What if Ruby is the one that has to turn on Aqua? Hold on. Chill with me for a second, right? Because it's snowing here. And what if at the end, for Ruby to truly gain... No, not turn on, but like quite literally like become the traitor, per se. And she sees Aqua turning into the literal version of their father. As she becomes aware of everything. And for her to get into this Grace building. Yeah, I'm like, yeah, dude. The more I'm taking time to like think about it, I'm like, she's literally the one with an umbrella and there's snow, the concept of death. She's standing over it, like, and she's the only one that in the opening actually is able to go out and hold the star, while he just breaks through the illusion of mirrors at his eye. And even then, he fades into nothing as he tries to get the star. And he's in the stalker's uniform. Just think about that. He's literally dressed up as a stalker. Like, with the hoodie and stuff. This is wild. I'm just curious as to where this is going to go. Replaying aspects of his youth. And then the screen goes blank and we just see him take off the hood. Wow. 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 Guys, episode 8, what did we think? This episode gave a bunch to think about. I'm not even going to lie, ladies and gentlemen. This episode just like blew my mind. We've gone through a whole journey and a half with this episode, right? Like, holy bananas, ladies and gentlemen. Holy bananas. I'm shocked. I'm like really, really good. Really good. But like, how are you guys doing? This is actually chapter 30 where we get to see the actual... Oh shit. Oh shit. Dude, like, for episode 8, this is mind-blowing. Like, I'm just mind-blown. I'm just absolutely mind-blown at this point in time, you know? Fuck. Who won the channel point prediction? Ladies and gentlemen, how do you deal with all of this, right? One thing I haven't talked about, I think Kana especially hurt by the kiss scene at the end of her first time. Yeah, that was her first time. That's one thing, Burmaster, that I was mentioning is like, you know, imagine that you're truly liking someone, you're truly loving someone, you're caring about someone, and all of a sudden, like, something like this fucking happens. It's gonna hurt. It's gonna hurt a fuck ton. Like, it's gonna be one of those moments where you try and capitalize on yourself, and it hurts, dude. It's a fucking journey and a half, and that's why I'm like, ugh. Mi corazón me duele. The more I think about it, the more that my heart just sinks, dude. And the more that, like, I don't know, the more that I start to feel and empathize more with Kana. Yeah, Bunny Girl was once dropped a while ago. But let's stay on this, right? Which is, I honestly want to thank you for the amazing stream, seeing as it was my birthday today, and ending the day with this stream has been great. Oh, Real Grim, dude, happy birthday! You're amazing. Holy crap! Well, happy birthday, my friend. I hope you're doing well. I hope you're practicing that self-care. You're amazing. Like, happy birthday, dude. Genuinely. Guys, drop some Doritos for the real Grim. Thank you so much for following. Guys, if you are lurking and whatnot, hey, feel free to go ahead and follow. Join the Discord. There's a full-on, battle happening at the moment for everything. For Bunny Girl Senpai, for Arcane, for a lot of polls and anime in the poll that are trying to go to win. Guys, I hope you guys enjoyed your time. If you guys are on YouTube, hit that like button, subscribe. It means the world. Share it if you can, because I suck at promotion. I really, really do, guys. And it means the world to me to have all of you guys' support and love and everything here. You guys mean the absolute world. I can't state it enough. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much.